Okay, guys, we're live according to, so hopefully this connection doesn't fade away on me. It is 6 p.m. Pacific time here in the North Pacific, Southern Gulf Islands. And if you're in there, don't be shy, jump in and comment. Stream. It's always a lot of fun when we have a live stream because we can all interact and talk about palm trees. We can talk about travel. We can talk about food, and you can talk about just about anything you want on this live stream because I really don't have too many filters and I don't get offended by anything. So, but we got to keep it clean. That's for sure. So I hope you guys are having a good night. I know you guys are 3 hours ahead of us. A lot of you folks in time zone areas. And also, if you're in Europe, I think Ireland, they're all kind of locked down out there. So I guess there's not a whole lot to do when you're trapped inside your house, but watch YouTube, right? So if you're kind of bored right now and you're not watching a TV show, hop on this live stream, join in and comment and interact with the other people in here too. There's always good people that come into these live streams. We've got people from all over the world that join in, and it's kind of like our bubble here on the internet. So yeah, feel free, man. Like I say, hope you guys had a great day today. It was beautiful here today. It rained early in the morning, and then the rain just kind of stopped. And the high temperature today was just around close to 9 degrees, but the low temperature was around 7.5. I think it was 7.5. So there's not much of a difference between day and night temperatures here on Salt Spring. It's really close. It's just very consistent. There's no big up and downs, right? Like I say, there's no big swings. I sit back in my chair here where it's a little bit more relaxing. So today, my Jekyll seeds arrived, my Trachycarpus Jekyll seeds, and I sowed them. And I just shot a little video and put it on here. But Wendy shot a much better video showing in detail how to germinate Jekyll seeds using the Baggie method. So tomorrow, check out Gulf Island Rock, Wendy's YouTube channel. She's my partner/wife. She doesn't like, I was like when I call her partner. So we'll call her my wife because she is actually my wife, right? So anyway, check out her YouTube channel tomorrow. Gulf is one word, and then Island Rock. And she edits her videos too. But there is kind of a blooper at the beginning of the video, and she's not going to take it out. I said, if it's my video, my videos are raw and unedited. So if there's bloopers in them, you're going to see the bloopers. I'm not a Photoshop guy. I'm not a CGI guy. Sometimes I use different thumbnails. Like I just uploaded a video on Zone 9A, growing Zone 9A areas, little islands off of our island. And I actually used a thumbnail from the Scilly Isles off the coast of Cornwall. And I actually put that in the information under it too. The thumbnail was actually taken on the Isle of Tresco. Hey, Palms, USA. The degrees north latitude, the Isle of Tresco, and we are 48 degrees north latitude. The stuff they grow on the Isle of Tresco is unbelievable. It's about zone 10 there. It's 9B10 on the Isle of Tresco, and they have everything under the sun growing on those islands. Tresco, yeah, it does. I'll dig it up sometime, Palms USA. I have a magazine they sent me back in the 1980s. I sent to the Isle of Tresco because I was intrigued what grew there, and the gardener sent me a magazine type brochure, but it's a color like magazine of all the plants and exotic stuff that grows in Tresco. It's so cool, and it's all color photos. I think there's very little writing in it. It's just all like a nice color magazine. So I'll find that one day. It's in with my Palm Society magazines and stuff like that, journals. But yeah, that's one place I've always wanted to go is to Tresco. Whether I ever make it, I don't know, but I can dream about it. And I mean, my daughter lived very close to there. My daughter Samantha lived in Cornwall. Well, I know it's gone up a lot. I've got 1,000 the past day. And, I just looked at my analytics. I was like, wow, it's going up fast. I got 1 million. The channel got just a hair under 1 million hits in the last 24 hours. So, and it's just under 24 hours. So by 24 hours, it'll probably have 1 million views on the channel. Isn't that crazy? Cornball. That's what I am, a cornball, and I do like to talk, right? And then you know what I got? I got my sun-ripe juice here right now, so I'm going to have a swig of this. Hey, you know what we had for dinner? Clyde, you'd like this? Wendy made, we had ground moose, nice moose. It was so tender. So we had ground moose instead of ground beef, and she made pasta with it. So we had ground moose meat in our pasta. Oh, it was good. Wendy actually likes the ground moose better than that. I get around 3 out. People down. There's a lot of places in lockdown right here, and I remember the last time Oh, you're welcome, Palms USA. Thanks for joining in here. I remember though the first time people were locked down, kind of like at the start of this, views and subscribers went way up, and then it kind of died off a bit in the summertime, but it was still steady, but not the way it was. But now it goes like this, right? So it's picked up about 600 subs and about 1 million views in the last 24 hours, right? It's like, it's crazy. So I don't ask for it. It's people watching the channel, and that's fine. If they enjoy the videos, and why not? You know, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. My other channel seems to be going up, not as fast, but it is still going up at a pretty good rate. Jungle Joe C. That's a lot newer channel. But you got to think of how long I've been at YouTube for, man. And I don't have a lot of subscribers. I don't think I have a lot of subscribers. But I've been at this for this channel's been going for, it'll be 11 years beginning of July. That's a long time. And I've been on YouTube since 2008. I don't know where Zach is. I just started the live stream, Clyde, so he'll probably show up. Palms USA's in there. Jason's in there. I gave my psychic. Oh, good for you, Jason. The last psychics I bought are actually sitting outside. Uriel Holzer. Hey, how's it going, man? Hey, I don't think I have your name in the draw. Uriel. I'm going to put your name in the draw. Remember that? Clyde and Betty are in there, so he's got twice the chance of winning there. At least easier than people that have it in there once. So let's put your name in the draw there, because at the end of this month, we're going to draw somebody's name. That's a cool name. Uriel Holzer. Oh, Palm Daddy. Okay, Palm Daddy's in there too. I know Palm Daddy. That's Palm Daddy. You're in is that Bowen Island, or are you down in Florida? Are you the other guy? I'm thinking the one down in Florida. Palm Daddy. Okay, you're going to be in the draw too. Betty's at work. Okay. She's missing the live stream, Clyde. The prize is a weekend. The live stream on hers. This is just my chance, the B&B. I'm just the gardener here, guys. A tiki mini keychain. Well, you know what? I do tikis. They're not keychains, but I actually carve tikis. And a tiki mini keychain. They're made out of arbutus wood, right? Which are kind of cool. Okay, so I got to get this guy's name in here. The prize is week. I like a guy with a sense of humor. We got somebody booking in here, actually. He's working on Salt Spring Island. He's a hydro guy, and he is going to be booking in here for about, I think he's going to stay here for over 3 weeks or something like that. Jason, can windmill seeds germinate faster at, yes. Did you see my latest video I just shot on take heel seeds I just sowed? I would rather have a totem pole than a tiki. Would you really? Well, Wendy is more into totem poles. I'll tell you that. I carve tikis, and they're just folk art tikis. That's all they are. It's just simple folk art. Wendy paints totem poles. She's an artist, so you should see some of her totem pole paintings. They're unbelievable. She's a very good totem pole painter. Her dad was a native anthropologist. So I'm trying to find this other guy's name. Oh, yeah, Palm Daddy. A eucalyptus tiki. We do have eucalyptus tikis, too. Matter of fact, I'm going to carve some more because I saved a couple of good chunks from the one that came down, and I'm going to carve them into tikis. Let's just see. What do we say? Mini keychain. Uriel's. Hey, so I have lots of Fortuna. I see just turning black. Do you think the time? No. Take it off now. I take it off when it's green, Uriel. Watch my videos. You can harvest Trachycarpus seed green if it's ripe, like if it's ready to harvest. If it's at the end of the season, like our seed we harvest here in December. It's green when I harvest it, and within a week it already starts to turn black, and then within two and a half weeks it's all black. All our seeds black. Check out the latest videos I put on here. And the green seed that I pick, it all germinates because it does turn black. So harvest it. Do not wait till spring. Do it now. I don't know where you are. Are you on the West Coast? Someone recently made a post on Palm Talk of Washington Robusta in Virginia, and they're actually 20-foot Robusta. Oh, is there some there? Cool. That's awesome. I have seen Virginia Beach Washingtonian Robusta, but not 20-footers. I know there was shorter ones, sometimes with 6, 7 feet of trunk on them, but I always thought they were short term. Can windmill palms germinate in germinate that quick. See, Jason, I germinate palm seeds on a big scale in the greenhouse, and it usually takes a few months because it's not heated in there. I start them in March. It's quite cool. If I started them later, they'd probably germinate quicker. But maybe if you got bottom heat and it's really warm, I'm just going to show you something. I'm going to put your names in here. Palm Daddy and Uriel are in here now. You're in South Vancouver. Harvest them now. The time is now, Uriel. There's lots of palm trees in South Vancouver. I'm just going to show you something. Okay, so here's my latest that I just sowed today. And these are Trachycarpus Jekyll, pure Jekyll seeds. No, these ones are not for sale, folks. Sorry. Every Jekyll seed I've ever bought has been fake. They've not been real Jekyll seeds. So this one here are from true Jekylls. I've seen the Jekylls. I plant them in the dirt, Joe, and the sprouts. Yeah. Well, same with here. They fall on the ground under the palm trees, and there's like seedlings, palms everywhere. Joe, you should do a special video on. I can't get onto that channel. I cannot get on that channel for the life of me, Palms USA. I don't know the password or anything. I mean, I could try, but it's been years since I was on that channel. It's been early July 2010. It was the last time I ever uploaded anything onto that channel. It might have been late. It might have been late June 2010. I've harvested a lot. I just don't know when. Well, no, to sow them, I sow them in the spring on a big scale. Smaller amounts you can do in Baggie, like this. There's Sandor or the Jekyll. Yes, they are from Rob, and it's nice that he sent them to me. He messaged me ages ago, and he says, "Joe, are you interested in some Jekyll seeds?" And I know it's Jekylls; they're beautiful. So I'm shipping him a bunch of seed tomorrow. Joe, did you get the Jekyll seed from? Yeah, from Rob in Utah. Yeah, Palm Daddy. So anyway, his are true Jekylls. I've seen the videos of them. And it's funny, the stuff that I've even got from Rare Palm Seed was not true Jekyll. I have all these ones so-called Jekyll in the greenhouse, and I've shot videos of them. And the palm experts out there saying that the Jekyll experts are saying those are not Jekyll, Joe. So these will hopefully prove to be true Jekyll, and hopefully they will germinate because there's a lot of them in there. And you can watch the video tomorrow. Wendy shot a video of me how to do the Baggie method for those of you who've never germinated in a Baggie. I've been doing it for years. At this time of the year, I like to do it because it's nice and warm in our house. So if you go to Golf Island Rock tomorrow, golf, one word, Island Rock 2 is Wendy's channel, and hopefully by noon she'll have that video on, and you can watch the process of me taking them out of the package and this and that and sewing them in here. So I think there's 5, 6, 7 dozen seeds in here or something like that. So anyway, stay tuned for an update video on it. And I got my fingers crossed. I'm never too optimistic with Jekyll seeds these days, I'll tell you, because I've had a lot of duds. Let's just see. Most Jekylls are actually 14. Yeah, I know. That's true, Palms USA. All the other ones I got are definitely not Jekyll. Are Jekyll. And I remember watching a video of his ages ago. So his first ones died. I believe the very first ones died and then he planted more. So, and I'm kind of like, are they as hardy or are they hardier than Trachycarpus fortunae? Everything I've read says they're hardier, but then there's other people saying, well, they're not quite as hardy. So sometimes I have my doubts on that too, on the hardiness, right? They should be fully hardy here though. Anywhere here in the North Pacific, anywhere near the ocean, they're going to be fully hardy. It is, yeah, it's about, I think it's still 8 degrees here. It is, this saying 8 degrees Celsius here. That's what it is, 8 degrees. And the time is 6:15 p.m. Let's hope the rest of the winter is such. Yeah, I hope it's mild. How was your experience putting land together? I've grown ours from seed. I've grown a lot of them from seed. I have a bunch in the greenhouse, about this big in 2-gallon pots. I think there's 3 in the greenhouse. We have 1 in the ground, a smaller one. And then we have 1, 2, 3 big planters of them, and they're outside on the sun deck right now, and they're fine. And they got trunks on them about this big, something like that. I've grown lots. The reason I picked up the seed on the ground. I heard on Psychus Revelated. Yeah, I don't know about that, Jason. I mean, I've never heard of them surviving such cold temperatures. I know they can take short temps down to probably -9 or so, something like that, 9 degrees Celsius. Ours are outside. Ours are always outside. We got 2 in front of the B&B. We got 1 by the back door. We got 3 in the garden, and then we got more in the back garden in pots. Finger crossed. Nanotile superior to Fortunae. That's fact, Jack. Nanotile. Well, I tell you what, back in 1999, when I had a Palm Society meeting here, a guy brought me a flat of what he called nanotile. And I planted one in the ground as a seedling, and now it's taller than me, and it's growing in the worst, lousiest, rockiest, junkiest soil you can imagine. It's totally neglected. It's growing in the shade of, say, hybrid palms. There's hybrid palms and Fortunae around it, and it's never phased it growing in those lousy conditions. Even in the summer, it never gets watered. So I'm going to say it's a pretty hardy palm. We also grow Manipure. We have Manipure latisectus, Martianus, and Wagnerianus, and then of course we have the hybrids, right? I've grown a lot of Nanus from seed too, and they kind of petered out in the summer. I don't know, it's just too dry for them. They were too small. They got neglected. So I should probably try some Nanus again. You know which one I like is Nova, Trachycarpus Nova. And my buddy Jeff in Victoria has some 20-foot Trachycarpus Nova in his garden. And what I like about them, because the trunk's a little skinnier, but the petioles are far apart. Trachycarpus are close. The petiole spacing, when they go off to the trunk, these are spaced like that. So you got a petiole coming out here, and then you got a petiole coming down here. They're quite spaced apart. Look them up, Trachycarpus Nova. It's a really cool looking palm. And Jeff's they're 20 feet tall. Is the Bulgaria still? Yeah, it's just a Fortunae. Bulgaria, it's just from Bulgaria. Bulgarian strain is from Kirill in Bulgaria, and it's just a regular Trachycarpus Fortunae that is, say, from a better ecotype. It can handle colder temperatures, they claim. And we have a bunch of them in our garden here, and I mean, they're fine. I mean, all Trachycarpus Fortunae are fine here. They're perfectly hardy here. We never get cold enough winters to ever test the cold hardiness of Trachycarpus palms on Salt Spring Island. So latisectus is way less hardy. I had one in the ground for a few years, but it was so dry under the uke where I had it growing. I dug it out. In the, I guess, the late fall, and I put it in the tiki hut. It's in a pot. It's actually doing better. It was just growing so slow there, and generally they're a pretty fast grower. So we have 2 or 3 latisectus. 2 latisectus, 1 Martianus. That's good juice. Yeah, we have quite a few Bulgarians I've grown from seed, Sandor. Oh, did you get some from seed? Awesome. Is Latisectus has huge tropical looking fronds on it, Clyde. Really tropical. Are they shiny? I don't know. Yeah, maybe a little bit more shiny. I'm thinking maybe a little bit more shiny than Fortunae. And they're definitely way more fan-like. They're more like a Washingtonia frond, the Latisectus. And definitely not as cold hardy. I'm going to say hardy to lower 20s, maybe 20 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. So it'd be like trying to grow a Livistona chinensis, something like that. So you got to put it in a really sheltered spot. So I know where there's a big one growing near Vancouver, and I have a video of it here. And it's got to be, I bet you it's close to 20 feet tall now. That's one thing I don't have Palms USA is Yucca rostrata. They grow all over our coast here. There's big ones all over the place, especially in Vancouver. I've never seen one on Salt Spring Island, and I don't see any here. I still don't see any here. There's nobody sells them here. Hi Jane, aloha. How's it going over on Oahu? Chuck Killer Clyde. A friend of mine has a bunch of different tracks by 7 or 8. Oh, cool. Okay, so we know there's Tequil, there's Martianus, there's Manipure, there's Nova, there's Nanus, there's Wagnerianus, there's Fortunae. What else am I missing, guys? There's one called Nova. Just trying to think. There's another one too. There's a couple of other ones. Princeps. There's Princeps. I'm getting close. I know there's a bunch of them. That's actually 9 right there, and there might even be more. Do you like I love Livistona, man. Have you planted hybrid from seed? Yes, thousands of seed. I'll show you what the seed looks no different. So here's some hybrid seed right here. You see that? That's hybrid palm seed right there. Right there. That's what you're looking at. There's hybrid Trachycarpus palm seed. So that I collected from a female Trachycarpus wagnerianus on Salt Spring Island with male Fortunae around. And you know what, Sandor, there used to be Livistona growing in Vancouver for 20 years. Absolutely gorgeous. Big. They're getting big. They're taller than me. And the gardener of the complex down on Penny Farthing Drive in Granville Island, in the heart of Vancouver, right in the core of the city, said they're getting too big, and they got them removed. He told the owner of the building these things. What an idiot. I think Erie Island warm spots. Well, you know what? I just shot a video of Erie Island, and I put it on Jungle Joe C. So you can watch it and tell me what you think, Benjamin. I put it on Jungle Joe C, my other channel. Waggy, Nanatil, Tequil. I have a Manipure. Manipure at our place does really well. Yucca rostrata is hardy to zone 5. Yes, it is, Jane. Extremely cold hardy. Oh, yes, Swampsonii. Well, that's one I kind of made up, Benjamin. It's not listed as a true species or variant, but I think it is. I mean, I'm looking at this palm. I mean, I call it Swampsonii. So maybe one day people will start calling it that too, because it's kind of proven itself in this wet, boggy conditions, and they're thriving down there. So we'll see what they look like in another 10 years from now. I'll always do updates on them so you can see how they're doing. If they freeze, I'll let you know. If they die eventually, you will see it on YouTube. You're not going to miss a thing here, okay? Show the photo. Show the photo. What photo? You have to go to Jungle Joe C. Go to my other YouTube channel and you'll see it. It's on there right now. Hey, H, how's it going? Good to see you in there, man. Good to see all of you in there. Trachycarpus dead ducky eye. There you go. You can make one too. I like that one. But yeah, Benjamin, check it out on the other channel. Trachycarpus. Oh, Trachycarpus aureophilus. Right. Yeah, that's right. Do you like the DC area then? Scott's Garden Challenge. I think the DC area is beautiful from the videos I've seen, man. It's pretty nice. Tennessee palms successfully hybridized trachea in wash. No way. I thought that would be impossible. You're kidding. I've never heard such a thing because it's a different species. Really? What do the seeds look like? I didn't think that was possible. Tennessee palm 6 hybridized. So that means he would have to have flowering Washingtonia and vice versa. He would have to, or flowering, both flowering, but he'd have to dust one or the other with each other's pollen, right? So dusting a female or whatever Washingtonia. But I thought Washingtonias were, how do they say that? Bisexual, and they have male and female flowers on the same plant, right? Pisme, I get that wrong. Pisme 1989. Pisame 1981. And Patrick Corpus is in there. Good to see you. I like your emoji, Patrick. Patrick Corpus has the monkey emoji, and I think that's a cool monkey emoji, Patrick. Good to see you in there, man. Hey, Patrick, where are you? What's your location? And Wyatt Smith is in there too. Wyatt, good to see you in there, bud. And where are you? Give us your location. I think most of you know where I am. I'm here in the North Pacific, right? So Duck Killer Clyde is in the state of Oregon. He's south of me. I'm probably the farthest north here of anybody, I'm imagining, unless you guys are in England somewhere. Our latitude is 48 degrees north, and we are located in the southern Gulf Islands off the extreme southwest coast of British Columbia, Canada. And the current time here is 6:24 p.m. Pacific time. So let's put Patrick's name in the draw too. Now that we got more people in here, Patrick, I'm going to put you in the draw too, okay? Because every month I do a draw. And if I pick your name, you win something, okay? So Patrick Corpus and Wyatt Smith. Wyatt, you're going to go in there too. Wyatt Smith. And thanks for coming in, you guys. And you guys can join in any time. So Wyatt Smith and Patrick, you are now in the draw. Wyatt. More people are going to be in this draw now, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, some of you have less a chance of winning. I like the way you spell your name. That's really interesting. Patrick Corpus. Okay, Patrick and Wyatt, where are you guys located? Hopefully this live stream will keep on going and it doesn't die on me here. Still thinking of that moose meat I had. And Scott's Gardening Channel. Patrick, where are you? What's your location? Luca Billick. Hey, Luca, did I put your name in the draw? Refresh my memory. But a lot of A lot of ferry time. Yeah, it's an hour and a half direct over to the mainland from here. Sometimes 3 hours. I think my Scruffy, yes. Okay, cool. He's in there. Yeah, Scruffy's in there. Yeah. Yeah, two different genuses. I didn't think you could actually do that. I'm 7 hours 7 hours 8 minutes. Man, is that right? 7 hours 8 minutes. That's not too bad to drive. It's not too bad. So you got to get across Peace Arch, you come up to Tsawwassen, and then you take the ferry over. Yeah, not too bad at all. 7 hours 8 minutes. We're practically neighbors, Clyde. Trachy and Needle Palm might be also worth experiment. They're pretty. I think they're kind of more closely related, aren't they? And Patrick's in there. Who else do I need to put in there? Luca Billick. You did. Okay, I put you in there. Thanks for being honest, Luca. Honesty is a good thing. It goes a long way. Okay. Where are you? I'm in Newbury. Patrick, Newbury. Where's Newbury? I'm on Salt Spring Island. I'm on Salt Spring Island off the southwest coast of British Columbia, Canada, in the southern Gulf Islands. Okay. There's an island chain. There's island chains off the extreme southwest coast of Canada, and we're in that island chain. We're on Salt Spring Island, and we're in the same archipelago as Washington State, San Juan Islands. So if you look at Washington State and you see the San Juan Islands out there north of Seattle, we're just north of that. We can see the San Juans from here. So it's 360 miles from you. Well, I'd rather drive 360 miles south to Duck Killer Clyde than somewhere north. You can put it twice. What lat is considered subtropics? We're definitely far from the subtropics here because we are 48 degrees north latitude, and Clyde is below 46 degrees north latitude because Portland, Oregon is 46 degrees north latitude. I saw an article, Palms USA, did you really make the hybrid palm? I saw an article that considered anything 35 or lower subtropical. Yeah, so Tennessee, southern Tennessee would be like subtropic zone. Takes about 14 hours. It takes about 14 hours, hang on, to drive the whole Canadian coast. The whole Canadian coast? You mean the British Columbia coast? Yeah, I don't know. Because the British Columbia coast stops kind of just above Prince Rupert, right? And then it becomes Alaska. So you know what? You're probably right. Because I keep thinking the coast goes all the way up, right up to the top, but it actually doesn't. It becomes Alaska. And I've been up there. And if you look at a map of Alaska, the panhandle comes right down the British Columbia coast and just above Prince Rupert. And just above Prince Rupert, I think there's a town called Hyder, Alaska, and you can get in from Canada there. It's a tiny little hick town. Co-claims. You're subtropics. Yeah, you guys are subtropics. I'll need a boat. Yes, Patrick, you need a boat. The only way to get to our island is by boat. Okay. I'm probably. I don't know. We're Mediterranean. Our climate is actually classed as Mediterranean. Google it and you'll see. Southern Gulf Islands of British Columbia is Mediterranean climate. Duck Killer Clyde, 45th parallel is about 15 minutes south of me. Okay, so you're 46. Okay, we're 48 here, Clyde, and Vancouver is 49. Believe it or not, Vancouver is above us. We're below the U.S. border, actually. So technically, we should be in the U.S. No, California. Oh, California coast. Oh, okay. California coast. Sorry, Palms USA. Parallel. Let's see. Tennessee is just north of 35 latitudes. Big. Yeah, and that's just about the same latitude as southern Tennessee is just about the same latitude as Los Angeles, isn't it? It's way down there. To do with summer heat and average lows. Mediterranean is the best. Mediterranean, it is a Mediterranean climate here. It's crazy. Do you still grow? Yes, I do, Jane, but I had it in the ground. It was really suffering because it was growing under some really big Western red cedar trees, which are the absolute worst trees to garden around, okay? Western red cedar trees or eucalyptus trees. So I dug it out, I put it back in the greenhouse, and now it's actually growing. But it actually survived a winter or two out there outside. You can watch my one winter or 2 winters out there, and it's doing better in the greenhouse now. So I'll grow it on a bit more, and then I'll put it somewhere else. Virginia are most considered subtropics. The mountains are not. No, we have a lot of mountains around here. and the grapes and the figs are very Mediterranean-like, and the rainfall as well. We're in a rain shadow here, so we get a lot less rain than the mainland. And our springs and summers are very dry here, and the winters are wet, and with occasional snowfall or sometimes no snowfall. Virginia Beach is definitely subtropical. Live oak, Spanish moth, and palmettos. Yeah, it is. What's the latitude of Virginia Beach? It's definitely not as low as seas at a lower latitude than Virginia Beach, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, you guys can Google it right now if you want. I was expecting 2.5. We had, I'll tell you how much rain we had in the gauge today. It rained late last night, and then early this morning when I went to work, I left here at about 20 after 6. It was raining pretty good. It was coming down pretty good. We had 13 millimeters. So 12.5 millimeters is half an inch. So we had just over half an inch of rain, Clyde. Currently, are there any phoenix palms growing in the ground? Currently, yes, Jane. I know where 3 are. One's in our garden and is very small. I just put a bucket up of it for winter when it gets cold. But there is one south of Vancouver, and I got videos of it here. The trunk on it is just about as tall as me, and it was planted in 2000. And then there's one in Tofino. And I'm sure there are other ones in people's gardens. I just don't know exactly where they are yet. There are a ton of maps online of climates. Yes. Thank God for online. Yes, you can ask me a question, Patrick. Ask me a question, and I will answer it if I can. If I can't, maybe they can answer it. Go for it, Patrick. Trachycarpus. Go for it. RN 35. Camel who likes Coke. I'm at 35. You're low, really low latitude. And what's Sitka, Alaska, you guys? Because there was palm trees growing at Sitka, Alaska. What is the latitude of Sitka? I'm curious. And I look at the temperature in Sitka most mornings on my iPhone, and it is pretty mild up there. It's like Haida Gwaii, the islands north of us. It's really, really mild out there. You know what I wish? I wish our island was about another 1,000 miles southwest out into the ocean. That would be just perfect. It'd be like probably Brookings, Oregon. I'd be able to grow everything under the sun. So, yeah, Patrick, go for it. I'm at 37. 37 is a good latitude. 57. So Sitka's 57, and palm trees grew there for years and years. 2 Trachycarpus palms. 57 and 135 minutes longitude. 135 longitude. Sitka, yeah. It's you're at 43. Sanders at 40. Yeah, Sanders low. Sanders well, think about it. Portland, Oregon is 46. Macatac's in there, 43.08. Wow. Is that date palm tree? No. You got to get fresh seeds, Patrick. So I tell you what, Patrick, when you go to the store and you buy some fresh dates, save the seeds out of those dates, and they will grow you some date palms easily. And grow them in the baggie. Grow them in a Baggie method. Well, yeah, latitude shouldn't be considered. Look at Hawaii and consider. Yeah, exactly. Look at southern England though. Look at southern England, what grows there too at 49 degrees north latitude. And look at the Scilly Isles, at the Isles go 9B, 10A. The climate there, it's sickening. Is that yeah, you can do it, Patrick, definitely. Crazy. Duck Killer Clyde 3 and lots of little plus signs. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to live stream on Wendy's because I like interacting with you guys. You're fun. Patrick, yeah, get some dates from the store, fresh ones. Take the seeds out, and you can grow them. Okay, they are easy to grow. Trust me. And if you have doubts, try the Baggie method. And there's online you can see on YouTube how to grow it. Baggie method. I've been following the weather, and it's really mild out there, so obviously regulated by the ocean, just like us on Salt Spring Island. Tell me why you don't grow. We don't grow canna. I'll tell you why. It's water and deer. And now that we got a fence, I could try it again. But it's the lack of water. I used to grow tons of them. Clyde, when I first moved to this place in the early 1990s, I had a massive stand of canna lilies, and then the deer ate them. So then I moved them, but it was just keeping on top of the water, and the elves looked really lousy. But there are lots of canna lilies on Salt Spring Island. People grow them here, and you don't have to take them out. You can leave them in year round. Technos, Shaman. In 2010, there's a scientist generally modifying coconut palms too. Now that would be cool. Cold hardy coconut palms. And I don't see why they can't do it. Could you imagine growing coconut palms in, say, Oregon or southern Ontario? They eat them, man. Deer eat them. Deer eat the bananas too. Eucomus pineapple lily. Yep. The slugs ate ours. I've grown lots of pineapple lily, but banana slugs totally destroy Eucamus, the pineapple lily. Charleston is a really good, yeah, Charleston's a balmy and palmy place. We have lots of, do we have agapanthus? Yeah, we have agapanthus. They're okay. The deer don't eat them. They don't like them. I'm not going to say they don't eat them. They don't like them. And we have that growing. That's lily of the Nile. And there's lots of it at Grace Point. Tons. There's white and purple ones. Fully hardy here. Or Agapanthus orientalis. Joe, did you ever see the Newport Beach coat? Yeah, never in person, but I've got photos of it off the net. And you know what? Back in our Palm Society meetings, back in the late 1980s and through the 90s, I always talk about that Newport Beach coconut palm. You know, it was planted in 1984, right? But it finally perished. I would love to have been down there and shot a video, but I should have went to see it when I was down there. I love Charleston. It is the most humid place I felt. More humid. Wow, you like the humidity, eh, dude? You love that humidity, palm tree, dude. Patrick Corpus. Where are you again, Patrick? What is your location? Man, oh, banana slugs are massive here. And Macatak knows he lived here on Salt Spring. They should genetically modify Washington. Yeah, you know what? And I agree with Jane. Hardy Washingtonia palms. But would it take the fun out of it if everybody grew palm trees? Just think, if palm trees grew in Alberta and Saskatchewan and Manitoba and Nebraska, North Dakota and South Dakota and Minnesota, does it kind of take the fun out of it a little bit for everybody else? Because then nobody really looks anymore. Like if you drove through Minneapolis and you saw the streets lined with palms, to me, it's like, to me, bananas are no big deal anymore. I remember when we used to grow bananas and nobody else did. And it's like, oh, people, now everybody grows bananas. They can grow them anywhere. And it kind of takes the fun out of it. Like you can grow bananas in really cold climates, the Musabaji. Yeah, my hands are not all cracked, dry humidity. And dry in the humidity. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. That's cool. The humidity would do that. It'd be better for you. But you know what? I agree with Jane though. A hardier Washingtonia robusta or flifera, maybe a flifera that would like more rain. I would trade all the Trachycarpus. You know what? I'm with Duck Killer Clyde. Like I love Washingtonia robusta. They're another one of my favorite palms, and I know they're overused in California. They're sky duster palms. They're flipping weeds in some places, but man, they're nice weeds. They got beautiful trunks. I like when they got the crisscross on the booted trunk. You know, they got kind of crisscross. I kind of almost like them when they're a bit younger over really super tall ones that are 100 feet tall. I like when they're maybe 15, 20 feet tall and they got nice thick trunks and nice full crowns, kind of like your palms, Clyde. Like the trackies you got them in a row there. They're nice and thick and they got nice thick, they got beautiful crowns on them. That's the way I like a Washingtonia robusta. It was specifically Coco nucifera. Well, it'd be cool if they could genetically modify one, and maybe they can. It would take the mystique out of palm growing. That's the thing. If everybody grew palm trees growing in the Rocky Mountains, it's no big deal anymore when they drive through Portland, Oregon, or Seattle and see palm trees. Like, oh yeah, big deal. It'd be like looking at a juniper or a cypress tree, right? Okay, what does it say? I mean, if someone could artificially cross cocoa and Bacchero Phoenix, that would be cool. And maybe they could if they could do that with those two species. Actual cold hardy coconuts that produce fruit. That would be even better. I mean, they grow in Bermuda, but I don't think the fruit ripens. They're all different. Yes. Well, you can hybridize Trachycarpus palms. That's nice. You can hybridize Butea, Jubea, Syagris. I have Butea Syagris in the ground. I have Jubea Butea in the ground. And then I have pure Butea. Someone on Badger's Island, Washington, is bigger than mine in Seattle. Oh, yeah. Yours one in Seattle looks awesome. Robusta, a Jubea that grows as tall as me, and you cannot get your arms around it. And he planted that one in 1999. It is unbelievable. And he said, Joe, once they reach a certain size, they put on a lot more growth, and they are fully hardy here. Doesn't do anything with them. His Butea's trunk is bigger than me. It's huge. My favorite booted trunks. I love palmetto too. Palm tree dude, I'm with you, man. I love palmetto palms too. They're just awesome. Matea Young, over 100 feet tall in Redlands. Yeah, and they call them sky dusters when they get that tall. Someone would need to move some genome of both palms. Well, I guess they would, yeah. So I don't think has happened. Not yet, duck killer or camel. You know what? There's some tall Robusta growing in Redding, California, too. I've been there. I think there's some in Red Bluff, too. I've stayed in Red Bluff. I've Nanatil and Fortunae. Cool. Yeah, you got some nice looking palms there, dude. Clyde. My Muscelacio carpa has been hardiest banana and Muscelacio carpa. Yeah, I'll tell you what. People grow those here too. Mine petered out. It's just too time. So I got a friend south of Vancouver. He's got a bunch of them in his garden. Been there for years. They're really tough. That's a Chinese yellow banana. Washingtonian Robusta are naturalized all over Canada. They grow all on the side. Yeah, they're weeds. And even in Maui, they're weeds. Palms USA. Gotta love those weeds, eh? Isn't that the best kind of weed, a palm tree? And piece of me, I think you're right. And it's kind of like in Maui. You know what? I go to the palm nursery there. There's a couple nice palm nurseries in Kihei. And I said to the guys, I don't see any Washingtonia robustas here. He says, cut those things down. That's what he said to me. He says, if we see those things sprouting up when we're doing a landscaping job in the garden, we cut those things down. I says, are you kidding me? He says, yeah, they're weeds. And he said, classed them as kind of this invasive palm. My palm's a big trunk. Yeah, they look good, man. Yeah, you look good. They look really good. Your palms, thick trunks, beautiful crowns. You got to see Duck Killer Clyde's YouTube channel. Check out his palm trees, man. That's the way a Trachycarpus palm should look. Not a skinny little trunk with a crappy few fronds on top. How old? Well, you know what, palms? It really depends on the growing conditions. What I can tell you here, this far north, in a private garden, not that far from here, there's two Pindo palms, Butea capitata. I think they call them something else now, Butea something. And anyway, the trunk on the biggest one's as tall as me, and they were planted in 1994 when they were about this big. Okay, and I'm just around 6 foot. I'm just under 6 foot, and they're as tall as me, the tallest one. My feeling about genetically modifying and make them hardier is that people should only modify a few species. So yes, exactly. Because if everybody grows them, it's totally going to take the fun out of it. Palms USA. That's the way I feel. I mean, it's not going to turn heads anymore. It take the fun out of it for me. I mean, I still love palms, but it totally take the fun out of it. I don't have as much fun growing bananas anymore. I mean, yeah, bananas, big deal. So many people here grow bananas. It's like I don't even turn my head when I see bananas. I may take a picture once in a while, but anybody can grow bananas. Palm Daddy, Odorata. Could you hybridize Trachycarpus? No, I don't think you can do that because Trachycarpus and dwarf date palm Phoenix robellinii, they're two different species, and that's a pinnate species, robellinii, and Trachycarpus is a fan palm. Wouldn't that be something else? That'd be a weird combination, wouldn't it, if you could? I have good soil, and you see, you have good soil. You're lucky, man. And Pacific Northwest is dry summer, very dry summer, and you guys get heat too. Where Duck Killer Clyde lives, and it's a big myth. Oh, there's no heat in the Northwest. Well, bunk, BS. Where Duck Killer Clyde lives, I bet you he gets a lot of days above 80 degrees Fahrenheit easily. Oh wait, guys. Bananarama. Sable palmettos can get tall. Yes, they can get very tall. Camel. Yes, it would become boring, wouldn't it, if everybody grew palm trees? So it's Butea capitata. There's also Butea erospatha. So many people, or cane, banana cane. Hey, Patrick, where are you? Where are you? Are you in the U.S. or Canada, or are you in Europe? So many people in my town bring Fortune, and they're all. Oh yeah, you know what? I don't like the looks of that Duck Killer Clyde. I don't. Those imported ones, like the nurseries here used to import a lot of stuff when we started selling palms years ago, and it was all imported from California. And the bigger imported ones had skinny trunks. The ones, they turn out to be pretty thick. But anything locally grown here has a thick trunk. Anything in the Northwest has a thick trunk on it if it's grown. Warm climate is Patrick, where are you? I like to know where people are. So most of the people on here are in the USA. I'm in Canada. Are you in USA or Canada? Or are you in Europe? Because we get a lot of people from Europe in there. Hello, Jin. How's it going? Good to see you in there. They're all skinny base trunk. They are. And palms from Florida too. Palms from Florida, Trachycarpus palms, skinny trunks. So, and I think a lot of times it's to do with the heat, right? Palm Daddy Bowen, right on. Yeah, that's right too. Bowen Island, lots of palm trees on Bowen Island. I've been up there because Wendy's nephew just sold his place on Bowen Island. He had two places right on the lake, him and his girlfriend, and they've just bought up on the Sunshine Coast. He just bought some acreage on the Sunshine Coast, and he's got an apple orchard. He's going to do apple cider. And Wendy's mom and Wendy's sister also live on the Sunshine Coast. Been up there. I think they bought there in the 60s, late 60s. Fake book. Doing good, man. How are you? I'm doing, oh, yeah. I'm doing good, Jen. I think Palms USA. Yeah, he's in there. Good to see you guys. It's good to see you in the fake book. Yeah, you can only believe half of everything you read on there. Looks so bad. I've never seen Trachycarpus in Florida. When I went to Miami, it was all like really tropical looking stuff. I have seen them in Southern California. And when I was staying home, there was actually the street near our hotel, and they were lined with these Trachycarpus palms, and they did not look that good. Kind of burnt out leaf margins, the ends of the leaves, and skinny trunks. I think I forget. I noticed any. Oh, you know what? Now that you know palms exist, Mac Attack, you will see lots of palms in Victoria. Once you notice palms, you will go. Oh, England. Oh, cool. There's lots of palm trees in England. Trust me, Patrick. My daughter lived in England. She lived in Taunton in Somerset. And then, Somerset County. And then so she lived in Taunton near Devon. And then her and her guy moved to South Cornwall. There's a lot of nice palm trees in England, man. England is a palm growing country. Trust me. Lots of palm trees in England, especially when you get to the south. But even in London, there's some nice palm trees. They planted a bunch of Trachycarpus on Florida Highway near Orlando. Really? And every single one died. It's just too warm there. They don't work in Hawaii either. Hey, Jane, if you're still in there, Jane's in Hawaii. Have you ever seen a Trachycarpus palm tree in Hawaii? I've never seen one. I've been to Hawaii many, many times, and I've never seen a Trachycarpus palm tree there. That's good. Patrick, I tell you what, look up the Isle of Tresco. Look up the Tresco Abbey Gardens, okay? Tresco Abbey Gardens on the Scilly Islands. And there were 28 miles off the coast of Cornwall. The gardens are beyond belief. They're full of palm trees, old date palms, everything under the sun grows there. There's some big ones in London. There's huge date palms in London too. Did you know that? Huge Canariensis. London does not get that cold. Massive. I'm talking ones you can't wrap your arms around. And huge jubaeas in the south too. Yeah, Patrick knows. He knows England is a palmy place. That was in a private garden. The ones planted in the county, the little like crap. Yeah, there's big ones growing by the building. I've seen big date palms growing there. Photos of them. And in the south, you get down into Torbay. There's some big jubaea down there. I have not seen one in Hawaii, but occasionally. You've seen it in Hong Kong. Okay. And yeah, I asked years ago, Jane, I asked Ray Baker, the palm expert at Lion Arbor Breeding. He says, no, they don't work there. Joe, does your local nursery have any? Yes, they do sometimes. I don't know if there's any there right now. I bought them from them before. I was at the nursery just, were we there yesterday? Oh, yeah, we were there yesterday. We were at the nursery. Was it yesterday? No, it was the day before. We were there Saturday. And he's got so many palm trees and bananas and everything. I didn't see the Sable Minor. I was looking for them, but they could be there somewhere. They could be tucked away somewhere. But that's Fraser's Thimble Farms. It's a great nursery. Lots of tree ferns. They have tons of tree ferns there. If you like tree ferns and you're in the market for a tree fern palm daddy, go to Fraser's Thimble Farms. It was super nice of them because Wendy was talking to them about moose meat and said never tried moose meat. So his wife Nancy goes into the back and brings Wendy out some moose steaks and some moose beef or moose ground. And so that's what we had on our pasta night. We had moose steak last night and the night before. T-bone. Trachycarpus misana. I've never heard of that one. I wish I took more palm pics in London. Yeah, there's so many palms there. I've never been to England. I just know about all the palms that grow there. And I can imagine that, like Jane says, they grow in, I saw a picture of a massive, oh, you saw one in London. You know what? I saw a picture of a huge Washingtonia robusta in London in a guy's backyard. It was probably 20 feet tall. There was an article on Palm Talk Master Jubaea that is overrun. Sacramento to Dallas is, yeah, it's still alive. There's one growing at Dallas. It's amazing. They took it from Sacramento and they moved it to Dallas. Dallas gets a lot colder. Well, no, Sacramento can get cold too, but Dallas can get colder. But it also get the heat too. Are they expensive, the ferns? Yeah, they are expensive. I mean, they got about this much trunk on them. You're going to probably pay about $700. There's generally about $20 a trunk inch, what you pay for a tree fern. Ours has 6 feet of trunk on it, our big one, and we have lots of smaller ones. Oh, weird. There are 19 people in here, but only 5 chat. Yeah, there's a lot of people on the thing, but a lot of people, I say sandy bag. So it's kind of like when I talk on my radio and I broadcast, there's a lot of people listening, but they have two-way radios. They can transmit, but some people are really shy or they don't know what to say. But yeah, you're more than welcome. Come on in. I'm far from shy, man. I'll talk to anybody. Let's see. I'm just going to go back and read something. I wish I took more. Yeah, more palm picks. Palm tree dude. If you're ever to England again, take more palm picks. And yes, tree ferns, Palm Daddy, are very expensive. I was lucky. I'll tell you how I got my tree fern. In 1991, in September 1991, a whole load of them came into Jones's nursery from San Francisco. So they first came in from Tasmania to San Francisco. They were too big for import legal size into California. So they called up his buddy at Jones Nursery in Richmond on Lulu Island. He says, can you handle a bunch of tree ferns? And I think there was about 50 of them. Some of them had 8 feet of trunk. So mine came in with that shipment. So I was at a Palm Society meeting. That would have been 1990. The Palm Society meeting, I think, was probably 1992. So it was in the early 90s. And my wife was sitting beside me and my buddy was sitting beside me. And in every Palm Society meeting at Van Dusen Gardens, there would be a raffle. So you put your name in, you buy a raffle ticket. So my wife, how did it work? My wife bought a raffle ticket for my friend. I had a raffle ticket and they pulled his name. He wins the tree fern. He won the Dicksonia Antarctica. At that time, it had 3 feet of trunk on it. All right, I'm thinking, oh, you lucky bum, you. And so anyway, 2 years later, he gave it to me because he didn't. It was in a colder climate southeast of Vancouver. So he asked me if I wanted. He phoned me up, so that's how I got it. So in April '94, I planted the tree fern in our garden. And in the 80s, I grew tree ferns, but they froze out at my last location. Sam is here. Hey, Sam, how's it going? Moderator Sam. Joe, are there any, just let me go back here. So, Joe, are there any tree plants you still want to plant in town? No, just palms. Just palms, because palms are really easy. I planted another one at the high school yesterday. I got 3 growing in the gardens at GISS. And a big tiki on the school grounds too. I carved it in 2014, January 1st, 2014. The school asked me, Joe, can you carve a tiki on the high school grounds? So there was a big tree they cut down. It's a big stump, big cedar. So I carved a tiki in it for them. Silver tree fern might be hardy as Dicksonia. I got to look into that one. A silver tree fern. Where's it from, Jane? Or that you wish you did? Or I wished I did. Well, I planted a lot of eucalyptus and palm trees around town. I think if I had access to it, Willowmy pine. I think Macatac Willowmy pine would be nice. And they are great. Anyway, good to have you in there, Sam. Good to have all of you in there. Captain Awesome, message deleted by Sandor. Captain Awesome, we can tell Captain Awesome was a troll. Oh, yeah, he's a troll. Or a bot. The trackies that looks bad in California is because they have. In Spain. Wow, identical. Isn't that interesting, Pomps? Thanks for the info. I wish I could grow a tree fern. Yeah, they are really cool plants. Well, you could if you protect it. You know, if you think it's going to get too cold, just protect it. Get a heating cable or something, wrap it around. I have a moderate-sized tree fern from Garden Works. Oh, cool. Nice. Nice. The local grocery store would bring them in occasionally here, and they were like $10 a pop for 1 gallons. In one pot, there'd be like 3 Dicksonias. So I bought some Cyathea cooperi from them for $10, and they're getting really nice. They've got little trunks on them. They're still outside. They're beauty. Captain Awesome is a loser in there, but hey, thanks for getting rid of them, moderators. There's no trolling on this channel. If you're a troll on this channel, I have so many moderators, you're going to get the boot. Sandor is taking care of it right now, and he's giving that guy a timeout, that's for sure. Timed out for 300 seconds. And Macatac too. Macatac, thanks. Is 900 good for 7 foot? Generally, Trachycarpus for a trunk foot, okay, or maybe a little bit more now. It used to be about $100, so I'm going to say maybe $100 to $125 a trunk foot. So you know what? Yeah, I would say it is. I'd say it's probably fair. Joe, I'd like to attend the Pacific Bar meetings and they res you on the border again. Do you ever go? The last time I went, piece of me, was 1998. The last meeting, I used to go to every one. I used to be the president at one time. I mean, there's been many presidents over the years. Rudy was the longest running president, Rudy Pinkowski, awesome guy. And he's responsible for the Beach Avenue project in Vancouver with all the palm trees. I was president from 1990 to 91. But Bermuda and its climate, what do you think? Bermuda's an awesome climate, Sam. Awesome climate. Coconut palms grow there. So, yeah, maybe one day. I mean, we used to have members from Washington State come up and attend our meetings because they were once every 3 months, piece of me. Our Palm Society meetings of the Pacific Northwest Palm Society. Once I'm going to show you something. Let me just grab something out of my closet here, and I will show you what our journals look like. Okay, so here's our journal. This is called Hardy Palm International, right? And they're pretty nice. I'm just trying to think, where's that palm? There's a Butia. This is all Northwest stuff, right? That's the journal. That's what it looks like. That's called Hardy Palm International, and then it's full of really nice articles and color pics, black and white pics of exotica growing in temperate regions. Here's a nice one here. Nice big Camarops. I mean, I don't know where that one is. I'll look on the back. It could be growing in, this one's growing in Richmond, BC. Well, that's growing in Richmond. Those are Yucca elata. Those are growing in Richmond, BC. They've been there about 30 years. Yucca elata. Those are soap tree yuccas. In Richmond is Lulu Island. I used to live there. It's just beside Vancouver. Silver tree fern is Cyathea. Okay, Jane, where did that go? Jane. Cyathea from New Zealand. Okay, so that's Cyathea. Is it Cyathea australis, Jane? It wouldn't be australis, no, because there is Cyathea. No, sorry. There's Cyathea australis, which is Australian tree fern. So what is it? Cyathea what? There's Dixonia fibrosa and scrosa. I always thought those were from New Zealand. What? This is what I don't understand. You have, and I know. I totally agree. It is annoying. There's always people that are going to be trolls, right? And that's why I have moderators in here, Jin, and Jin's a moderator too. So when they start to troll, you can just get rid of them for me. But there's people that just like to start trouble, and they have nothing better to do. I don't know what it is. They're upset, and I think they troll a lot of people. I don't think they just troll me, but this should be a happy place. So trolling is not permitted on here. This is a troll-free zone. But anyway, guys, you can go to the Northwest, Pacific Northwest Palm and Exotic Plant Society is online. So if you go Google Pacific Northwest Palm and Exotic Plant Society and our Hardy Palm International, there you go. You can see what we're all about. And there's actually pictures on there of members' gardens, okay? It's a nice boutia there. So that's our journal, and you guys would probably really like it. But I just got the latest calendar a few weeks ago for 2021 Palm Society calendar. Awesome. That was so fast. I didn't see what he said. You guys are good. You guys are good at getting rid of those trolls. I remember a video of you kept your majesty outside. Yeah, it done. They're not very cold hardy at all. And I had them given to me. I didn't buy them. And I'm no good with Ravinia rivularis. They are no good for me inside, and they're no good for me outside. They belong in a much warmer climate. So California, Southern California, Hawaii, probably Florida, maybe Southern Texas. I don't know, but they definitely don't work here. But yet you go to Home Depot and the box stores, they're always selling these majesty palms, and you get these people that are not very good at growing palms. And I shouldn't say not good, they're inexperienced. And then they put them inside and they get spider mites on them. They don't know how to look after them. And then they start to decline, right? So mine were outside and they did not like very much cold, I'll tell you that. So they're toast. And it did die. It experienced, I think, maybe -3, something, maybe -3, -4, something like that. I'd user on this channel is a shadow ban. They can type all they want in chat. Nobody will ever see it. Oh, really? Hide user on this channel is a shadow ban. They can type all they want. And into chat and nobody. Oh, cool. Thanks, Mac Attack. You're smart. What time is the live stream tomorrow? I'm going to do Wendy's. I'll ask her. I'll see what she says. Hey, Wendy, what time do you want me to do a live stream? People are asking on your channel tomorrow. Huh? Tomorrow. What time do you want me to do a live stream on your channel? Well, no, it'll be at night. It'll be when I get home. So maybe about 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Okay, I'll tell you what, guys. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time, because I work in the day, right? I don't get home till after 3 o'clock, and then I get home and I got to do a bunch of stuff. So 6 p.m. Pacific time on Wendy's channel, Gulf Island Rock, I'll be live streaming on her iPhone. And then I'll show you the painting she's working on. I remember a video. Let's see. Thanks, Mac Attack. That's a good tip. Hide that user. Joe, what time is the live stream? So 6 p.m. tomorrow, Palms USA, 6 p.m. Pacific time, which is going to be 9 p.m. your time. Boo-boo, I missed the troll. Benjamin. Sometimes I like seeing what they say. I don't know. Trolls got to be kids, right? They got to be teenagers or something. Like no adult is that immature, are they? To put stuff down like that. I'm next best so I can get from downtown Seattle to downtown Vancouver. Oh, awesome. That's quick. It doesn't take very long to get to Seattle from Vancouver and vice versa. They're kind of like sister cities, right? I love Seattle. I remember when I saw the Rolling Stones in Seattle at the Kingdom. I was 17 years old. And we took a bus down from Nat Bailey Stadium in Vancouver. It was like this bus thing, right? And you bought the ticket and you hop on the bus and there's a whole busload of us. They stopped us at the border. They searched all of us. And I remember the border guard coming on the bus. And he says, I got an empty garbage can here. And you're going to pass it right down to the end of the bus to the aisle. And you better throw any of your paraphernalia in that bus. Because if not, you're all going to get out. We're all going to get out of the bus and we're all going to get searched. And this is going to take some time. And I just remember it coming back and somebody had thrown a fatty in there, right? Somebody had thrown one of his reefers in there. And he says, okay, good. I believe you. Have fun at the Stones. And then we left down to the Stones. And then I remember pulling off at a rest stop for a break on the way. And it's like, I was, but a lot of people were. But it was a good concert. It was in the old Kingdom. I dropped your laptop. No. Don't drop your laptop. That's not good, Clyde. Wait, Jane will go away. Wait, Jane, it will go away. I think she can still read it. Trolls are usually, I'm not too sure what they are, but they're kind of a pain. Jane? No, Jane is, you mean Jane Tang? He. Jane Tang is, from Hawaii. She knows her stuff. You can't get rid of Jane. You cannot get rid of Jane because Jane is my friend, unless there's somebody else being an imposter, because there's other people, the trolls, that take other people's names. And that's happened before in here. So they take your name and they'll put your thumbnail on it. So Jane, my friend in Hawaii, is definitely not a troll. She lives up in Kapahulu, and she's been a follower of mine here for years. She's been commenting on my video for years. I bet you probably 4 or 5 years, at least, something like that. Yeah, don't get rid of Jane. You cannot get rid of Jane. Jane is legit. Jane, are you still in there? I hope you're still in there. Only get rid of trolls. Did you get rid of Jane? No trigger fingers in here. Where is Jane? Jane, calling Jane. You got to be in there. Yeah, so don't do that, Benjamin. No more getting rid of Jane. Jane's got to be. Can you bring her? What did you do? Where's her message? Jane. Jane, no. Jane. Oh, no. Jane was timed out by Benjamin for 300 seconds. Jane is not a troll. She's a friend of mine in Hawaii. You did. You should retract. It was Deck Killer Clyde. He dropped his laptop by mistake. Oh, it's 5 minutes. It's only 5 minutes. Yeah, is that what it is? I was gonna figure that out. It said 300 seconds. Okay. Jane, are you watching? Aloha, Jane. Be back in 5 minutes. Accident. Okay. Bog biters. Hi, bog biters. The Erie Island troll, Lake Erie is 6B that freezes more water. Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, I shot a video talking about Erie Island, and I put it on Jungle Joe C, so you guys can look at that and tell me what you think. I know there's Erie Islands. I know there's islands in Lake Erie, 36 islands, but I don't think there's an Erie Island. But there's no place in Lake Erie that I can see that's Zone 8B. And then it didn't. I didn't see any broadleaf evergreen trees there in the video. Are you both sweet guys? Everybody here's sweet. That would be hilarious if Lake Erie freezer. It could. It definitely could. Oh, okay. So was Benjamin or was it? Yeah, don't not get rid of Jane. Jane is a really knowledgeable lady, man. She is smart. She knows everything about plants. Jane, we want you back in here. 5 minutes. She lives up in Kapalahulu, and she's like one of the most knowledgeable plant people I know. Jane. One of my windmill palm is getting big. Oh, is it? Where are you, bog biter? Where's your location? Lake Erie is not frozen 2 winters usually. Well, once a lake freezes, it doesn't regulate the air temperature. So if you're beside a lake and it's not frozen, yes, it's going to regulate the air because sometimes the water can be quite warm. But once it freezes, it doesn't do anything. Also sold some Sable meadow seeds the other day. Awesome. Bog biters. Awesome. Emmanuel Lopez. What's Carnauba wax? What's Carnauba wax? Does it come from a wax palm, everybody? North Carolina, USD, Zone 8. Cool. Are you inland? You're in the Tar Heel state. I've grown a lot of palm trees from North Carolina. You have native palm trees in North Carolina. Justin Bieber. Made famous by YouTube. Did you know that? Justin Bieber was made famous by YouTube. I was Googled Erie Islands. They look amazing. I Googled. I Googled. They look amazing. The Erie Islands look amazing. Did you see any palm trees on those Erie Islands? We're looking for palms on Erie Island. If you see a palm tree, post a picture of it. I saw a little baby banana in one of the videos. It wasn't very big. Jane, there you are. Thank God Jane is back. Jane, thank God you're back. The silver tree fern is native to Zone 9. Okay, so it's native to Zone 9. You know what? I got a photo, Jane, on my wall of a whole mountain of tree ferns in New Zealand. And I suspect, Jane, if you went to the highest point of that mountain where tree ferns grow, they probably would be hardier. So Benjamin's apologizing to Jane for timing you out by mistake. Jane is an awesome lady. She's a friend of mine, Benjamin, and she lives in Hawaii. She lives near Waikiki. Welcome back, Jane. Everybody here loves Jane. Jane, we love you. Killer Clyde. He dropped his computer, which isn't good for the computer, Clyde. The climate must be Zone 9. It doesn't even phase Jane anyway. Oh, it says thanks. Okay. Mahalo. In Hawaii, when you say thank you in Hawaiian, you guys out there, mahalo is the same as thank you too. So anyway, good to have you back, Jane. We missed you. 5 minutes, Scott. I already missed you. The climate must be Zone 9. Man, the tree ferns I'm looking at here, Jane, in the photo are absolutely amazing. Like the whole side of the mountain is solid tree ferns in New Zealand. Even though it's the southernmost part of the Great Lake Erie tends to freeze over earliest. Isn't that really it? Is that right, Sandor? And heat capacity shallow, so it has less. Okay, interesting. I'll tell you what, Sandor, we have 11 lakes here, and it's rare that they freeze, okay? The last time they froze was about 4 or 5 winters ago, and then before that was 25 years before that. So about once every 25 years they freeze. But there's a lake on the south end of our island that freezes every year, and people skate on it and play hockey. It's up on the mountains. Crazy, eh? California Jimmy. He's on the stream. You got to love California Jimmy. A name like California is awesome. My cardboard palm. Mealy bugs are the worst thing. You're going to have to spray it with something, unfortunately. Mealy bugs are nasty. We don't have any palm pests out here on our outdoor palms. It is shallow, so it is also the warms up to, yeah, that's kind of like our lake, Sam. It's really, really warm because some of them are very shallow. And like you can swim in them early and you can swim in them late. I am from Belize, Central America. Emmanuel, cool. Oh, our friends went to Belize last year and they loved it. They were there last January and they just absolutely love Belize. I bought 7. Okay. So I don't even know if you can buy that stuff, Jane, in our nurseries up here, but that should work. I've seen bad mealy bugs on sago palms in Maui at the plantation, tropical plantation, Maui tropical plantation. Yeah, Benjamin, I think Belize, looks pretty awesome to me. Spraying it with some spray. Okay, good luck with that, bug biters. What are you spraying, Jane? Do you have bugs on your plants too? Belize. Belize used to be British Honduras, right? I just got a flamethrower. Oh, sweet. Nice. Flamethrowers are awesome. I love those palms. I also love sealing wax palm. Do you know the sealing wax palm? Trachycarpus luciens. They are super, the nice red stems on them. Did you see? Yeah, it's going up, Sam. Yeah, it seems to be going up really fast. I think 600 overnight, 600 subs or 700 subs, something like that. Probably if it makes 24,000, then it'll be 700 subs. And I was going to say, I was reading the analytics, and there's like 1 million views in 24 hours. It got 1 million views. That's crazy. More people are watching. There's more palmy people out there, and that's a good thing. So we're attracting a palmy crowd. You guys are palmy people. I only associate with palmy people and plant people, right? That's why you're friends with me and I'm friends with you. We all get along great and we all enjoy the same thing. Bug buddies, I have some cool pics of some wild sable palms on Jekyll Island. Oh yeah, so there's nice palms there. Nice to know. I speak Spanish as my parents are from Argentina. Cool. Sealing wax palm roots can be some. Yeah, they can, Jane. I saw some sealing wax palms in Waikiki, and they were growing in front of a building. And I'm trying to think, it was on Kalakaua, farther down as you get closer to Tony Roma's, and they were in front of a building. And I got a photo of them, maybe even a video, and they were in water. They were actually in water, kind of like Naipa fruticans. Palms are the best. Palms USA, I agree with you. Let's hear it. And palms, you gotta love palms. I live and breathe palms. There's one of my palms right there. There's a palm for you right there. Palm for you right there. And then there's some, I think those are Washingtonia palms, right? That says Hawaii right there. There's one for you, Jane. That says Hawaii underneath those ones. And then this one here, that says Oahu underneath it right there. That says Oahu up there. That says Oahu. And that is the date, September 8th, 1986. Ahanu. So we do have more palms on us too. And we're going to get another one. Wendy's got to do that Sable Minor on me. Flamethrower is surprisingly quite hardy despite looking tropical. I don't think they would work here though, palms. Definitely not working here. We're too far north. I mean, we're far from tropical. Yes, send pictures. That's awesome. I love pictures of all palm trees. You know what I mean? I can just flip through books of just palms and be a happy camper. You know what I mean? Like, I like that book right here. This is Australian natives and exotics, right? And there's just so many. This is a really good book right here. So isn't that crazy? I opened up the page, the first page. There it is, Cyrostachys renga. Isn't that cool? Right there. American oil palm. Anyway, this is a really good book, guys. Turmeric is used by native Hawaiians brought into Hawaii on canoes. Was it really? We use turmeric. We actually use it here, Jane. Hey, Jane, do you like poi? Do you like taro? How's the weather there? I heard a lot of rain coming, flood watch. Yeah, we don't get that here. We don't get any flooding on Salt Spring Island. It's 8 degrees Celsius here. And it rained early this morning. And then it was nice today. I worked outside all day. So the temperature today was around 48 degrees, something like that. And the low temperature was about 45 degrees, something like that. Yeah, so not much of a difference between day and night temperatures here on the island. It's seasonal here, Sam. It's seasonal. It's palmy and balmy. There's a lot of stuff blooming here. Jane, I love turmeric, and turmeric is very good for you. Patrick, that's it. Cool. Where can I send them? Instagram. I'm on Instagram, Banana Joe. I'm on Twitter, Banana Joe. And I'm also, actually, there's another Banana Joe on Instagram. He's in Germany. So You got to look for my name, Banana Joe Clementi, and I'm also on Facebook, Banana Joe. I have a Banana Joe like page, and then I have groups on there too. People who love palm trees and exotic plants. I mean, you can post them in there too if you join the group. This book right here I bought years ago. It's called Palms in Color. It's a really nice book. It's called David L. Jones. And David L. Jones has written a lot of books. So for you palmy people, get it. Do we grow turmeric, Jane? No, we don't grow turmeric. I don't know if it would grow here. I can tell you what we do grow here, Jane, is there's a farm here on Salt Spring Island. He grows ginger, Zinzibar. There's Mr. Langley. Paul, what's going on, buddy? Paul, hello. Good to see you in there, bud. Every time. It's good to see you in there. I've known Paul for years. I've known Paul since he was a kid. And yeah, that was a long time ago. Patrick, here's 13. Patrick, 13. So the current time here is 7:17 p.m. Pacific time. My Camadori allergens really got tested this winter. Several minus. Wow, really? And zero damage. Is that right? We have them inside, but outside we have Camadori microspadex and Camadori radicalis. Radicalis is going on 24 years outside, never damaged. You should make a video of your favorite palm books. Hey, you know what, Palms USA? That's a good idea. Maybe tomorrow I will do that. I could do that. And yeah, you know what? I don't know if I've ever done a video on. That's a good idea. A really good idea. I don't think I've ever done that. And I got a lot of palm books and gardening books. So yeah, we'll do that. Tomorrow, if I have time, Palms USA, I will do a review of the books. And then you guys can look into those books too, because I know you guys are all palm nuts. Turmeric is beautiful, yes, and very good for you. But you should start a Discord server. I'm lots servers own a few. Your great plant servers, believe it or not, can help set up with. What is that? I'm not a computer expert, so I don't know. Do you like to plant? Banana J, do you like to plant? Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm a gardener for the Parks Department. Gardener maintenance for the Parks Department. And we have a palm nursery here, so I love to plant. 7C, 94%. So yeah, it's been pretty balmy and palmy there in Langley. I've been looking at because I got it on my iPhone at work. It is oh wow, 8 degrees still. It's 8 degrees Celsius here. And it might be light rain out there now. So there you go. Test the limit with Camadori allergens. Yeah, Jane, I've heard they are fairly hardy. Anyway, our Camadori radicalis and microspadex have never been damaged by cold. So I don't want to take one of Wendy's out there, but next time I'm over at on the mainland, or not the mainland, the Big Island, when we go over to Vancouver Island, I can go to Home Depot or I can go to Walmart, and Camadoria allergens are really cheap palms to buy. And if they have one, and actually they had some when I was at Home Depot a few weeks ago, I should actually pick some up and put them to the test. But I think I'd plant it in the spring. Good idea, Jane. That's zone pushing. Yes, I need to buy some more palm books. Palm books are great. You can never have enough palm books. And I'm trying to think. Oh, here's another one here too. What is this one? What is that one? Oh, here's a good one too, guys. Check out this. Hardy palms and palm-like plants. Look at that. Look at the cover on that. Plant in deep shade. Yes, Jane, I have the Camadori radicalis growing under a tree fern. Jane, you're smart. Discord is like a social app where you can make servers and... Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I never heard of that, bog biters. I can tell you're a techie and you're smart. When can we talk about sewing machines? What do you want to talk about sewing machines? Wendy's got a sewing machine. I think she's got an old-fashioned Singer, super old-fashioned one. Anyway, this is a really good book here. So I don't know who wrote it. Let's just see. Martin Graham, right there. So that's another book you might want to try. Martin Graham. Look at the date palms on the front. Phoenix canariensis, right there. Tree ferns are palm. They are palm-like plants, Jane. And a lot of people look at our tree fern and they say, that is a really cool-looking palm. And I say, you know what? That ain't a palm, but it is very palmy with the big trunk and everything. And a lot of people also say, well, Joe, I got a really nice palm tree in my garden. I said, well, can I come and see it? And it ends up being a yucca. Discord is actually like the stream without video part. You can chat. Oh, cool. That sounds pretty cool. Tree ferns are palm-like plants. Elegans are even more sun-sensitive. Radicalis. Okay, so more shade for elegans. So what is the exact cold hardiness of an elegans? I might have tested them years and years ago. I put a lot of stuff to the test. I was a bit of a plant sadist years ago. I need to sew 12. Wendy sews good, but I bet you Betty sews good too. Patrick, There you go. Hang loose. Can I DM you about it later? You could. I mean, I do like the live stream on here too, because it does help the channel out as well. They're great, super fun. Yeah, I'm easy to get a hold of. I'm easy to find on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, except I don't check my Instagram until I'm at work because that's where my work phone is in my work truck. So on my breaks, I check it at 10 o'clock and at 12 o'clock. I only take 2 breaks a day, 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock. That's it. And there's the Thosan Nigayan. I never know how to pronounce that right. And are you in Thailand or Indonesia or Vietnam? Whereabouts are you, Tho? Give us a dirt. How's it going? Good to see you in there, man. I don't think I've seen you in there before. This is great. I'm glad you're in there, man. Awesome. That is a troll, really. I don't know. Do you think so? Well, we're going to find out. He looks legit so far. I see 2 thumbs up. That's a good thing. Whereabouts are you? What country? I mean, we got people from all over here. Most of the people in here from Canada and US. We got Jane in Hawaii, which is your sweet corn is the best. Yes, I like sweet corn. Nobody lives in Alea Atoll. I think Alea Atoll is a like fantasy island. You guys are probably not old enough to remember a show called Fantasy Island, but I'm thinking Alea Atoll is like Fantasy Island. I only found some numbers on a forum. He claimed they were hardy to -6. Wow, that's pretty hardy, Palms. No structures or airport on the entire island. So there's nobody probably living on Alea Atoll if it does exist. Yeah, but you can do voice chats, but it's mainly text platform, big group, pics and chat about stuff. Oh, cool. Oh, so it's like a forum. Okay. It's like a Palm forum, which I used to be on years ago, long before Facebook. I used to be on Hardy Palm and Subtropical, Hardy Palms of the Northeast, Palm Talk. And then there was actually Northwest Palm discussion forum. Hey, there's James in there. How's it going, man? How's everything going in your neck of the woods? Corn be planted year round in Hawaii? Oh, I know. I'm jealous, Jane. No, it can only be planted in the spring here in May. You start planting corn in May. Epstein Island. Where's Epstein Island? I've heard of Mr. Epstein. That's, oh, yeah. Epstein. There's no Alea. Yeah, I don't think there is an Erie Island. There's Erie Islands. Okay, there's Lake Erie Islands, but there's no such thing as Erie Island. I was watching the video and I didn't see any tropical plants, right? So, and I watched it again and I didn't see any broadleaf evergreen trees there. That will be the next. We'll look on Epstein Island, Zone 14B. Yeah, no kidding. Jeffrey Epstein. Yes, he did. So true. I don't know much about him. I just knew he's kind of a different dude. More of a group chat thing. Okay. Is it kind of like Zoom? Maybe like Zoom? It's not like that. It's not, you're not posting, we're not like my video picture's not coming through, but you can post pictures on there. So it is kind of like a message board. I'm hoping my windmill palm bogbiters will stay healthy for the winter while it's indoors. They are finicky indoors. They are very susceptible. I tried one time. For about 2 years, I had one inside as a houseplant. Used to get spider mites. Everything's good, buddy. About -1 currently. No, very mild. It's been a very mild winter everywhere. I think everywhere in Canada has had a very mild winter. The islands are bays, are sportsmen, like Lake Michigan. So do people live on those islands in Lake Erie? Does anybody know that? Clyde, do you know that? Are there people living on those islands in Lake Erie? There's 36 islands in Lake Erie. Are they habited? Is there houses on them? Kind of like our Southern Gulf Islands. There's tons of islands here. When are we doing a Zoom? Yeah, we're going to do that one day too. That'd be kind of fun. So that everybody would be in there. That'd be actually a real riot. Then we could see everybody. Everybody knows what I look like. They know what my ugly mug looks like, but I don't know what you guys look like. No, it's like a message platform more you can chat, but mostly messaging me. I can post pics. Okay, sounds like a pretty cool thing. I do these live streams a lot, Bob Biters. You know that, eh? Like this is, I think, my 171st live stream in less than a year. I do a lot of them here. People live in Put-in Bay. Okay, so that's where he said he was, I think, Put-in Bay. Interesting. Yeah, Zoom would be kind of cool. Discord is basically like YouTube chat, but you can post. Okay, interesting. Mac Attack. I've never been to the Great Lakes. I've never been east. I've never been anywhere east. Farthest east I've ever been in Canada is Edmonton and Drumheller, which is in Alberta. Lots of people on the up. You know what look. I know. Oh yeah, I know what you look like. Okay, you're a cool dude. I know you guys are all cool dudes. Also, you can set Discord to invite only. Oh, no trolls. Ah, yeah. Well, you guys are actually keeping it pretty clean in here. I mean, I got so many moderators in here. If a troll comes in, it's like having about 50 bear traps out in a small area. And if it's a bear trail, he's going to go through. He's going to get caught in the trap, right? Also, you can set Discord invite only. James, if you're going to come east, to make sure you come in July. If you're going to come east, to make sure you come in July. July, where it's toasty hot. Yeah, it's different than that's what James says. Yeah, well, where we're going this year, we're hoping to go back to Maui, but I don't know. We're going to see how things are at the end of the year. I mean, Cody Smith, I love your videos. Thanks, Cody. We love you too. Thanks for coming in there, man, and that's nice. And you know what? Never be shy, you guys. If you're watching, jump in. All these guys are really good people in here. East, yeah. If I ever make it east, I will definitely visit you for sure, and I will shoot a video in your yard. Wherever I go, I shoot videos. You know that. I never leave home without my camera. God, I love my camera. There it is, folks. I want to show you guys. Okay, that's my camera. I shoot all my videos on. That is what I shoot all my YouTube videos on, right? And I wear out a lot of cameras. Here's some I've kind of worn out before, right? And I've showed you before. This is just some of them. I've had 7 cameras now. I think I've had 7 Canons over the years. There's my other ones as well. And did I show you my first Canon for you guys that haven't seen? And Ladysmith. Oh, you're in Ladysmith. My son lives in Ladysmith. My oldest son, Cody. He lives there. There's my very first camera I shot my very first YouTube video on right there in 2008 in Southern California. Isn't that cool? Right there. That's my very first digital camera. I got that in the early 2000s when they first came out, and it's a Canon, right? But I was actually shooting videos back in the 1980s with the Super 8 of palm trees. I got videos of palm trees from back in the 1980s, long before YouTube, and they're still on my VHS tapes. I was always shooting videos of palm trees. So anyway, yeah, that's my old school. My very first video are on. I shot them on this camera and I didn't put them on. Let's see, what channel are they on? They might be on BJ616 or they might be on this one. Yeah. So I'll put that back in there. That's a relic now. It's kind of like an antique camera, isn't it? So you're in Ladysmith. You know, Cody, there's some nice palm trees in Ladysmith. There's some in a back alley up off. You go up the hill and it's on that main drag where Tim Hortons is on that same street, but you're going south, and there's a back alley with 2 big palm trees, and I got videos of them here. I wish you could post pics in YouTube chat. That would be cool, Sam. It would be cool. What's the point? I missed point. I don't own a cell phone, guys. I really don't. The only cell phone I use is the one I have at work, and it was mostly dead today. The battery run out. James Ron, you would still have to type everything you say because. I like James' videos. James got a nice, relaxing voice. Love it. I miss the point cameras. Hey, Sandor. There's a lot of people in here today on this stream. So tomorrow, like I say, at 6 p.m., if you guys are around, I will do a stream on Wendy's channel, but I'm going to be using her iPhone. And I think, you know what, it might be even better to invest in a selfie stick just for that. Because, I could hold it way up and I could show you things way up from high with a selfie stick rather than holding this thing in my hand all the time. So, but anyway, yeah, James grows a lot of palms. He's in Southern Ontario. I think St. Catharines, right? You're around St. Catharines. Is that where you are, St. Catharines? You will need Patrick. Yeah, I've never owned a selfie stick and I've never owned a cell phone. Did you know that my ex-wife had a cell phone and Wendy's got a cell phone and we have one at work in the Parks truck. You will need these. Well, there's a lot of stuff to read in here. So, Cody, yeah, likewise, Cody, if you're ever on Salt Spring Island, come and visit. Hey, Cody, have you ever seen Pamela Anderson go through your town? That is Pamela Anderson's town, Ladysmith. And once in a while, she shows up there. So I'm going to scroll through here. Patrick, how do you do Instagram then? On my phone at work, my iPhone at work. I don't have an iPhone. It's only the work phone, bog biters. I've never owned a cell phone in my life. So it's in my Parks truck. But I actually brought it home to charge it in because it wasn't charging very good in my Parks truck. So it is a work phone. I don't even own the phone. It's government phone. I am in Georgetown, Ontario, right in Mississauga. Okay, 401 Cordo. Okay, I was thinking you were in St. Catharines. I think that other guy's in St. Catherine. He grows palms there too. What's his name again? Oh, you know who I'm talking about. He always posts pics on Zone Pushers, and he has one palm tree, one trachea in his yard. Biggest palm in Ladysmith. I've yeah, well, you know what? Is there a big one up there? There's a big rhododendron there too. I got videos of it here, Cody. There's two big ones in a back alley. And if you go to this channel and you punch in palm trees and Ladysmith, you will see the video. I'm the crazy Ontario palm guy. Yes, you are. And there's also, what the heck is his name? Jonathan Costa. Jonathan, he grows a palm too. I've never owned a cell phone in my life. My exes always had them. And once in a blue moon, I'd use them if I was with her. If she got a call and somebody wanted to talk to me, but I am old school. I'm super old school. And like I say, that's how old school I am. Everything gets shot on that. And I have a case for it. It goes in my pocket. I got an extra battery. I got a 128 chip. I think the chip in it's a 128. 128. That's what I'm using right there. So it holds thousands of pictures, right? And it's a really good camera. I like it because it's small, it's compact, and it fits into my pocket, and I don't miss a thing, right? I'm really old school. That's just the way I've always been, right? Saw at the grocery store the other. Who did you see at the grocery store the other day? My ex, Hillary. Cool. Do you know my ex? Oh no, you mean not my ex. You're talking about Pamela Anderson. My ex lives over there too. So you actually saw Pamela Anderson at the grocery store? That is cool. I heard she actually moved back to Ladysmith. True? Joe, have you seen any palms? Never. Danny, the farthest palms I have ever seen were in Chilliwack, and I don't even know if they're still there. They were in Chilliwack, and there was some in a guy's yard, and I think there might have been some at Brian Minter's gardens in Chilliwack. And I know Brian Minter personally, except I've never been to his gardens. And I heard there was like a palm growing at his gardens out there at Minter Gardens. That's about the easternmost limit. I think you're going to see palm trees growing without protection. In a cold winter, it's iffy. I'll contact you later about Discord. I think it would be very cool in the learners to make awesome community instant best way to contact. Yeah, cool. Sounds neat. I mean, it's something we could try. But I'm always going to do my YouTube live streams. Trust me, I will always do these live streams because I love doing live streams. I love YouTubing. Like I've been YouTubing for years. This is my 13th year of YouTube. 2008, I started. I started my channel in 2008, so it's 13 years coming up. Howdy, Sandra, Danny Lane Anderson. I like those emojis. Pat Peak 333. So, Cody, did you really see her at the grocery store the other day? Pamela Anderson, excellent. Your live streams. I love doing live streams. I'm always going to be doing live streams, guy. And I mean, I could try out that other one, but I'll always be on a live stream. I don't like to say famous because that sounds egotistical to me, but most people know who I am here, right? I mean, it's weird when I go to town because people know my name and I feel bad. Pamela Anderson. So you did see her. That's awesome. I don't know everybody's names, but I know I'm really good with faces, but I'm bad with names. But like today, I was going into the bush. We were doing some chainsaw work, and I was parked on the side road with my park truck. These two guys were walking by, and I recognized them, and they said, "Hey, Joe, how you doing? Happy New Year, Joe." But I don't know their names, and that's nice. And I wish I knew more people's names, but I'm bad with names. I'm good with faces. I'm in love with palms too, Patrick. You're a good guy. So did you actually see her, Cody? You actually did see Pamela Anderson because I heard she did move back to Canada. I'm the palm. Yeah. So I'm famous in a crazy way, palms, because I've put it this way. I used to do the weekly garden column here. Okay. I did it for years. And then I used to be the weatherman on the radio here. I used to be the weather guy. So people know me from there and they know me from the garden column. So I think a lot of people do know me here. And unfortunately, like I say, I wish I knew more people's names, but I'm really good with their faces. So I say hi to everybody. Somebody says hi to me. I say hi right in back. And sometimes I chat them up too, because I like to talk. Is your heteromelies are beautiful? Oh yeah, it's huge. Cody, heteromelies are beautiful. I grew that from seed. Where in Canada? I think she lives in Ladysmith. That's where she's from. Pamela Palms. She's from Ladysmith. It's just right across from us on Vancouver Island. It's right on the 49th parallel. That's awesome. I wish I could no phone, but I've grown up with a yeah. I never really grew up with a phone. I remember the first cell phones I saw was probably back in the mid 1990s. maybe early 90s. Our Heteromeles arbuetifolia is a tree, Cody. It's beautiful. And the weather here, Brian, is 8 degrees Celsius and probably just light rain right now. It's 7:36 p.m. Pacific time. It's nice out. It's seasonal. I'll do another video of the Heteromeles sometime for you. Yeah, it's great. It is Frickafrolic Sickaholic. You need to go to Ladysmith is a beautiful place. Palms, I have videos of Ladysmith here. That is the home of Pamela Anderson, and they have the most amazing light up you can see besides Washington, D.C. I think Washington, D.C. has the best light up, but they have a beautiful Christmas light up that they're really known for in Ladysmith. And Ladysmith used to have a big sign at the entrance of the town called "You are now on the 49th parallel." And if you just go north of our island on the Big Island, that's where Pamela Anderson is from. And I think that's where she moved back, and that's where Cody Smith lives. And that's where my oldest son, Ryan, lives and his girlfriend. The light show, the lights that I saw on your video in Washington, D.C. are probably the best I've ever seen. Now, they have big ones growing. They have, what did I say? They have big lights, or lots of lights, sorry, big lights. They have lots of lights at Bouchard Gardens, and it's also at what other garden is it? The one, Van Dusen Gardens in Vancouver. So they have an amazing light show there too. Palms are the best plants in the world. Yes. You know what? They are. They are I think they're the king of plants. Palms. There's so many different species. I think there's more species of orchid, but I love palm trees. I'd love to see a video. Okay. I can do one for you. Tomorrow I'll do a quick video, and it might be on my other channel, Cody. You know I have another YouTube channel, right? So Jungle Joe C. If you go to Jungle Joe C, if it's not here, it'll be there. All right? So Jungle Joe C is my other YouTube channel. There's lots of palmy stuff there. There's also a lot more random, crazy stuff on that channel as well, right? So if you want to go to that channel, you can see it if it's not here. And I will do that. It's called Toyon, or California Holly. And I'm going to tell you the story behind that plant. So in, I think it was 1990. It might have been 1990. I brought a bunch of seed up from California, lots of Washingtonia seeds and lots of Flifera seeds. I think 1,500 seeds of each, right? They came in bags, and from a place called Carter Seeds. I bought a ton of seeds from them. And it was really weird. So I sowed all of these Washingtonia Flifera seeds and all of these Washingtonia Robusta seeds and seed flats in my greenhouse. This is when I lived on the mainland. It's just before I moved to Salt Spring. In the Washingtonia Flifera, this one plant came up, and it looked completely different than the palm trees. It wasn't a palm tree. I go, this looks like it could be an arbutus or something, but I wasn't exactly sure what that was. So I moved here a couple of years later, and I took that plant and I stuck it in the ground here as a little seedling. It was just small. It wasn't that, maybe it was about this big. It was just small. I had it in a small pot, so it was kind of stunted. So I stuck it in the garden here, and that's what it is, Heteromeles arbuetifolia. Do they have native ones on Whidbey Island? That is cool. I'll tell you what we have native here. We have Manzanita, Arctostaphylos columbiniana, right? The hairy Manzanita. We have lots of those here. And we also have Oregon box. Oregon box is a really cool plant that grows here, and they grow really big, and they're evergreen, and they get these tiny little flowers. Oh, so it's not native there. Okay. Yeah, they're hardy. I mean, they're fully hardy here. I had the only one that I knew of on Salt Spring Island, and a friend of mine managed to scoop two, so they're growing in his garden at about 700 feet above sea level. What fruit trees do you have? We have fig trees, we have loquat, we have pomegranate, we have guava, we have citrus, and we have apples, and we have, I'm just thinking here, and plums. And we have kiwi. We have lots of kiwis and passion fruit. Yeah, the pomegranate is still small, though, and I can't believe a B&B guest stepped on it and broke half of it last year. I was so mad. He broke my pomegranate in half, so I'm going to buy another one. But pomegranate are totally hardy. Oh, we have olives. We have olive trees, too. Do you have been to Yukon? No, I've never been up that far north, but I've been to Skagway, Alaska 3 times, which is right beside the Yukon. So I've been that far north, and that's as far north as I've ever been, and I love it up there. I totally love coastal Alaska. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to go back again. Ian Barkley, yeah, I've known Ian for a long time. He's, I think he's still in the Palm Society. Anyway, Cody, if I remember tomorrow, I'm going to do that. And then somebody suggested I do a video of the palm books I have here. So what I'll do, I'll I'll lay them out. Maybe I'll just lay the palm books out. I have a lot of books, and I'll do a video on it. I have one Mexican fan palm that took -10. That's crazy. I've had them killed at 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's pretty cool. -10 degrees. That is cold for washi. That's crazy. That is hardy. They say the ones from Turkey. I used to have some. I got some seed from Turkey one time from Washingtonia, and they were a bit hardier, but they still didn't like the winter dampness here. I'm giving Ian about 40. Oh, cool. Right on. That's great. I just sowed our seeds. I just sowed, like I said, about seven dozen of them, 8 dozen of them, 7 dozen of them. James is in Southern Ontario. Palm trees do rule, man. So how long should I do this live stream for? Maybe I'll go to 2 hours. I'll go for another 19 minutes, and then we'll pull the plug on it because you guys are probably, it's getting late where you guys are. I saw a video. His Washingtonia looks great. You know who else has a nice Washingtonia is down south though is Austin Levenstein. He's down in Arkansas. There's a lot. Washingtonia, man, if I could grow them foolproof, I would. There was some nice size ones growing on the coast here. They packed it in. It's true. Yes, Sandor, it is flat as a pancake, and the highest elevation here is no higher than a molehill. Actually, you know that we don't have any moles on Salt Spring Island. It's too rocky for them. There are no moles on Salt Spring Island. But you'll see one day when you come to Salt Spring Island, what it's like 10:42 here. Yeah, it's late. So it's 7:43 here now. Okay, take care, Cody. And yes, okay, so Cody, like I say, Cody Smith and Lady Smith, neighbor on the Big Island. If it's not on this channel, go to Jungle Joe C. That's my other channel, okay? Jungle Joe C. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So take care, Cody. Thanks for hopping in. I do a lot of live streams. So if you sub to the channel, you'll probably know when I'm going to be doing another live stream. It's going to show up on your thing. But jump in anytime. All these guys are regulars here. There's a lot of regulars, but there's always new people coming in. And that's why I like doing these live streams. And it's just so we can talk palms and exotics and travel and food and whatever else you want to talk to, as long as it's okay. The stuff we talk about is okay with the YouTube police. We don't want to be really pushing the boundaries because you got to watch what you say on here too. Why don't you grow Washingtonias in the ground? Because you said someone did chop down. Look, oh yeah, there was one up in a friend's garden of ours, and I had it featured 2 times in Hardy Palm International. But they're still, to me, a short-term palm tree, so I'm not going to bother. Well, I do have one in the ground, and it doesn't look that good. Really, it's not looking very good. I've been to Turkey before, and I did see them there. But I got the seed. I did have seed sent to me from Turkey, and it was hardier. But I don't know. I guess if I protected one, yeah, but I'm getting too old for protecting stuff like that. It's kind of like in our garden, it's more like survival of the fittest. So we just kind of like plant stuff, Sam, and let it grow. So that one there, the Washingtonia that I'd featured in HPI a couple times, Hardy Palm International, it was there for anywhere from 8 to 10 years, never protected. And the trunk on it was quite thick at the base. And I mean, it could have been a filibuster. It could have been. I don't think it was a flifera, but it could have been a filibuster. And, it would look pretty beat up after winter. It'd have a lot of spots in the front and stuff like that. But it never got killed as long as it was there. Like, it was fine. And then the new people came. They didn't like it because I guess they bought the place in the spring. The palm looked kind of beat up after winter, and they got somebody to remove it for them. I'm back. Palm tree dude. I've been in Turkey before. Yeah, the next time you go, collect some seed. All right, I'm going to hit the hay. Okay, bog biters. See you later, buddy. And take care, and we'll have to check that out, what you're talking about. Because like I say, I'm no computer expert here. I don't know much about the. I know how to shoot YouTube videos, and that's about it, and post pictures. What is the fastest growing trachy? Well, I mean, I heard Tequil's fast, and also which one? Latisectus is fast, and Trachycarpus fortuna is fast. But you got to remember, it's all to do with the growing conditions. Luke Armistead, seems like a lot of participants are curious about Parajubea. Do you Jubea, Parajubea, cross Jubea? Wow. I don't have Parajubea, cross Jubea. That would be nice. We have Syagris cross Butia, and we have Butia cross Jubea in the garden, but we don't have a Parajubea cross Jubea. That would be nice. But I know somebody that has a Parajubea growing in their garden in Seattle. T. Fortunae grows fast. They can grow 1.5 feet a year in the trunk here. I've heard Tequila is very fast too, and Latisecta seems to be pretty fast, but for me, Trachycarpus fortunae seems to be the fastest. You could help me. That bog biters. That would be an awesome hybrid for Pacific Northwest. It would be an awesome hybrid. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are computer experts in there, and I think bog biters is one of them too. It's like my youngest kid. He's like this techie. He knows everything about computers because he's brought up around them. Me, I didn't get into computers till 97 or 98. I think we got our first computer. So by that time, I'm already like 34 years old when we got our first computer. You know what I mean? It's quite late in life, and we didn't have them in school. Do you have any other palms that produce seed? Like, no. I've had Sable minor flower. The only palms that I have to produce seed here are Trachycarpus fortunae. But Butia do produce on our coast because my friend Jeff has a big one in his garden and he gets seed on it. He gets fruit on it. He also Wagnerianus too. Latisectus, it is a beautiful trachy. We have a couple of them. 10 inches a year. See, that's pretty good. That's pretty good growth. The most I've seen on a trachy here is just under 1.5 feet of growth. And it just blew me away. Amazing soil and awesome irrigation. But the fastest one I've seen is actually from a seedling, one of my seedlings planted in 2001, and it's 30 feet tall now. That's a lot of growth, right? That is a lot of growth. The palm is around 30 feet tall now, and it was planted as a seedling, couple blade leaf seedling in 2001. And I have videos of it here if you don't believe me. It's taller than the 2-3-story house. The cold, hardy Mexican fan palm, I dug it up, and now it's growing great now, even though it's damaged some of the roots. Wow, that's pretty cool. -10, James. That's very hardy. Very hardy. Palms, I got over 6 Nova. Oh, Nova's nice. Right on. I'll tell you what I got in the greenhouse. I got a ton. Oh, there's Logan. Cool. You're in there, Logan. Moderator Logan. There, I have lots of Trachycarpus Winston seedlings in the greenhouse. They're in 2.5-inch pots. They're working on their 3rd leaf now. No, you're not late. It's all right. I'm going to stream for another maybe 13 minutes and then maybe pull the plug. So you still get some of the stream, Logan. Can you do a video on Trachycarpus lattice? Yep, I can. They are actually in my tiki hut. Matter of fact, I just uploaded a video of the tiki hut the other day, and I pointed it out. I said, there's Trachycarpus latisectus. So the last latisectus we had in the ground, I took it out because it was stressed growing in a lousy area. It was never winter damaged. It was the summer that was getting it and all the roots from the other trees competing. So I dug it out, and it's in the tiki hut in a pot. So my latisectus palms are in the tiki hut right now, and the tiki hut is unheated. But I can do one if you want. For Mediterranean fan palm to produce seed, you both. I think it only needs one, doesn't it? Doesn't it only need one? Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought a Washingtonia robusta only needed one plant. Is that true? Or no? You know what? Maybe, let's see. Let me just look this up here. Let me just look this up. I loved your tiki. Oh, thanks a lot, man. Palms USA. I got to go to bed in a few minutes. Okay, Logan. Well, thanks for popping in there, buddy. I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow on Wendy's Gulf Island Rock, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Mine are working on their 2nd leaf, 5 months old. Is that normal? That's okay. Keep them watered, keep them warm, and they grow faster. And if you fertilize, I hope they met seeds soon. Yeah, I know. I did see some seed on there, but it's not ripe. Holy crap. You gained like, yeah, it did. It went up 1,000. And you know what I was going to say? It got a million views, the channel in a night. It's just under 1 million last time I looked. I definitely wanted to take it through because James, the whole winter certainly would not. Yeah, no, it's better to protect it if you can. You don't want to lose it. Yeah, they only need one. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Washingtonia robusta. But there are Washingtonia hybrids, right? So you get Washingtonia filibusta. And I've had lots of those. I might even have some in the greenhouse. I have a bunch of Washingtonia palms. Our big ones are in 15-gallon pots. And we put them out on the sun deck by the B&B. We have 2 B&Bs, and the one B&B here, lower one, it's a lot of sunshine. It's going to get more sunshine when we cut down all the eucalyptus trees. Eucalyptus trees are going. We're getting them all cut down, and the big ones. We're still going to have lots of eucalyptus trees, but the 100-foot ones are going to go. Mediterranean fan palms. Yeah, the one at Grace Point, it's solo palm on its own, and it's got lots of seed on it. Lots of seed on it. And but it's not ripe yet, but they're getting there. I mean, they're about this size already, something like that, but still green. So who knows? Maybe the rats will eat them before I can pick them. And I love Mediterranean fan palms. They are beautiful. And you can get them single trunking if you cut off the suckers, which I don't suggest doing that. Some people do. There's one growing in town in front of some, it's called Mariner's Loft in town. And it's a vacation rental place. It's all landscaped with palms, but there's a single trunk camera up there because the guy cut, a few years back, the guy cut all the offsets off. It kind of upset me. Yeah, there's Mediterranean. There's definitely seeds on the one here, palm tree dude. There's definitely seeds on the one. But you know what? There's other Mediterranean fan palms in that same strip, but they're not close. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. There might be 7 Mediterranean. No, maybe 8 Mediterranean fan palms growing around the vicinity. It does. It does. And palms. I should try Sable. Sam, I should try Sable palmetto in Tennessee because I've seen some survive in single day. You know what? There's a video of a guy brushing snow off a tall Sable palmetto in some part of Tennessee. It's an old video, but it's a big palmetto. Did you put my name in the? I didn't, but I have it here. Where's your name? Logan, I had your name here somewhere. There it is. I didn't put it in yet. There's your name right there. I have it written down right there. Logan Hughes. Logan Hughes. Your name is right there, sitting right in front of me on the computer. So you know what? You should try a Sable palmetto. Definitely. And they do grow here too. Yeah, your name will definitely go in there for sure. I think a few people have their name in twice. I didn't put Wendy's name in there. You know what? Should I put Wendy? No, I'm not going to put Wendy's name in there. I live in the same house as Wendy. And besides, if I send her something, it's something she probably made. I could send her one of her cards. I wish I could, but I don't have the room for another one. Palm tree dude. There were some huge Mediterranean fans in downtown Columbia. Oh, I bet you, man. Sucker. With all I collect seed. Oh, that's cool, Palms USA. Nice. And they grow well in containers. We have one in a container. Okay, Logan's going in there. Logan, thanks. Okay, your name is going in the YouTube draw again. Logan's in there twice. Logan's in there twice. There you go. Thanks, Logan. You're in there. Shake them all up. I'll let Wendy pick these when it comes to draw time, okay? YouTube draw. I will let Wendy pick them out. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put one of my stickers on there to make it look a little nicer. We're gonna put one of my Banana Joe stickers on here, okay? Right here. Put a Banana Joe sticker on the draw thing right here on the side. There we go. It'll be a Banana Joe draw. Thanks, Logan. So, and maybe stay tuned for the draw last Saturday of the month, okay? I think the video of the Sable palm in the coming Georgia is about halfway between Atlanta and 4 Fahrenheit. Oh, I believe it. Sables can withstand some really cold temperatures. Gary Haller in North Carolina, in the bad 1989 freeze, his survived single-digit Fahrenheits. And I think they were probably defoliated, but they came back again, which is pretty amazing. So palm trees are a lot hardier than some people give them credit for. And people are still blown away when they come visit from somewhere else and they see palm trees growing in Vancouver. And it's like, how can palm trees survive here? Well, these people have not done their homework. If you've done your homework, you'll know there's a lot of really hardy species of palm trees, right? You guys have done your homework. You guys know there's hardy palms, but there's a greater population that doesn't know anything about hardy palms. So you have to educate them. You have to educate them. And if they ask you questions about your palm, you tell them all about it. Hello there, host. Tina Kusina Vlog. Tina, how's it going, Tina? Good to see you in there. Host with the most. Oh, Tina, I better put Tina's name in there too. So Tina, if you become a regular on here, so let's put Tina's name in there now too. Tina Kusina. And you got 1 week to claim your prize when I pull the name out of the draw at the end of the month. Last Saturday of every month, I do a draw. Okay, so Tina, you are in there now, okay? You're in the draw. And you know what? Logan's in there twice. Logan, moderator, is in there twice. Okay, so Tina's in the draw. Thanks for coming in there, Tina. Whereabouts are you? I'm curious. Where is your location? Are you in the U.S.? Are you in Europe? Are you in South Pacific? Whereabouts are you? Logan, a couple of years ago, I watching this show and they made a transportable floating island with a base made. Oh, you know what? I saw something like that, Logan. And you know what? I saw that. That is totally cool. Sam, I couldn't believe they could survive that cold. Maybe down. No, they could survive some pretty good cold. Palm tree dude, I have a ton of sable miners, palmetto seedlings in my garden. They grow slow since they're under shade, but that's cool. Palm tree dude, that is awesome. So they are needle palms are so hardy. Big ones, yeah, and big ones in Washington too. Big ones in Washington. Katrina, I love it. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Tina. Where are you? Whereabouts are you located? I'm on Salt Spring Island on the in the North Pacific. I'm on an island off the west coast of Canada. Okay, and there's people in here from all over the world. James is Ontario. Logan's in the Kentucky. Palm Tree Dude's in Washington D.C. There's people from all over the place. Sam, you're in Ohio, right? I get confused sometimes because there's so many people in so many different places. Piece of me. Someone in Eastern Washington should grow needle. Oh, they could grow them there for sure. And Tina, thank you for joining in the live stream. I really appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. Hello, Tina. Say hello to Tina, everybody. James, your Sable took -10°C. That is pretty cold, too. -10°C is like 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Can't needle palm survive down? Yeah, you're right, Logan. The coldest a needle palm I have heard surviving is -29 degrees Celsius. So you guys can figure that out. Logan, figure it out. -29 degrees Celsius. You're good at temperatures math. I cheat. I use an online conversion. But -29 degrees Celsius is super cold. Wesley, Joe, any thoughts on big tech censoring? I'm not too sure. Is that what they're talking about doing? Are they talking about stopping like Facebook and all that stuff? I heard something like that. That would suck. That would be just terrible. I don't even know what big tech censoring half the country. That would be just awful. Be like China. Can the needle palm survive? Yeah, they can. Logan, they can. James Palms. Not good, Wesley. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody else told me that too. Like, are they going to put an end to Facebook and YouTube? Is that true? It's just like crazy if they do that. From the Philippines. Oh, it's exactly. Oh, that's terrible. They can't do that, Wesley. They cannot do that. Tina from the Philippines. Awesome. Okay, where Tina lives, there's lots of palm trees. Tina is living on a very palmy island in the South Pacific. Which country? I heard it was going to be in the US and Canada. Could you imagine? I would go crazy. No more YouTube and no more live streams. They're doing away with the channels. That's crazy. That can't be right. Man, this world is really changing, isn't it? Isn't that nuts? If they did something like that, that would be just terrible. I think too many people would protest it. That's not right, man. They can't censor us like that. I mean, this is a video on palm trees, for God's sake. We're talking about palms and gardening. There's no harm done having a garden talk video. Wesley's got lots of subs. He's got tons of them. Tons and tons and tons. Get a VPN. What? No, then I wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't. No, I would be gone. Everybody be gone. They're trying to turn Canada. I think so, James. It's weird how things are going, right? I don't like it. I'm very fortunate that I live on this island here, okay? So, you know what's going on in the world. You know all the bad stuff. Have you you have a lot of subs too. Yeah, they're going up fast. And I think I know what it is, Wesley. I think because a lot of people are locked down and they're glued to YouTube. I think that's what it is. And I remember it earlier in the year when this was all started. And then I had a lot of subs then too. And then it slackened off a little bit. It was still going up, but now it's skyrocketed again. I think it's because of lockdowns everywhere. I lost Rick LeBron. He pretty much said he's not allowed to ever. It's terrible, man. I mean, it's like you don't want to be living in a communist country. I know they're doing it on YouTube already. They are doing it here already. They already take away some of my thumbnails. Believe it or not, I've had thumbnails removed. It's true. You know, and they weren't even bad thumbnails. They just didn't like them. Yeah. So it's called the police. The police are out there watching us. Lowest temperature, needle palm is around -10. They can take some pretty cold temperatures, Logan. It's amazing. And even in their natural habitat, they get pretty cold. No. They come over to Salty Springs Resort and they stay there, and it's more like a boot camp, right? But you saw my video, and that video did go viral. And the only reason it went viral is because the news, it went on national news. It went across the news on Canadian News Channel. And then they interviewed me on there. They came to our house, the cameraman and the news crew and all that stuff. They even stayed at our B&B. So once the conspiracy theorists got a hold of that, oh, they had a heyday with it. It went all over. It went all over the U.S. It went all over. It went worldwide. I had people contacting me, messaging me. Read the comments on those things. It's just kind of ridiculous. Joe, I'm looking at the 10-day forecast for Seattle, Victoria, and low hitting. Yeah, it might not even hit that here. Low hitting. Yeah, not that. That's not that cold. Do you think it would be? We already had minus 0.2 degrees, our coldest temperature so far. Do you think it would be too extreme to try naturally Sable mine? I would try it. Why don't you try? Get some seed and throw them around. You know what? They will grow there, Sam. You know what? I'll tell you something, Sam. Where's my book? Okay, you see this book? I bought this book when it came out many years ago by Dr. Franco, David Franco. Okay, this guy experiments with palms in Ohio at the University of Phoenix, I think they call it. And he grows a lot of different stuff there, but I think this is all about the stuff he grows in Ohio. Palms won't grow here, another myth. And I don't know when this came out. It might have been 20 years ago, but I got it when it was first released. And it doesn't help me out here, but it's just another nice palm book to have in the collection. Trachycarpus is fully hardy here, but for experimenters, I think it's a good book to have. So there's another one for you. And yes, I will do a video of my palm books. Good palm tree books to get. I don't know. They're all out in the open. There's no protection for any of the palms out there. So our nursery has potted palms, and you've seen pictures and videos of it. Did I shoot a video yesterday of the nursery? I can shoot a video of it again if I didn't shoot one yesterday. It might be, if it's not on this channel, Logan, it's on my other YouTube channel. But potted palms outside, I just throw leaves around the pots. That's it. The tops of the plants are out in the open. Everything else is out in the open. It doesn't need any protection here. It never gets cold enough to bother them. If it did, our eucalyptus trees would be dead because the eucalyptus trees are less cold hardy than the palm trees, and the eucalyptus trees are 100 feet tall. There is some Sable miner in Cincinnati. My dad is. Oh, that's cool. Right on. Palms USA, not if you're a lefty. Lefties say whatever they want. Yeah, the Rose on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Trackies are 100% hardy here, and yet. Yeah, you know what? I see people wrap them too in parts. I've never seen anybody wrap them here, but I've seen people wrap them in Vancouver. I did one time, one winter. I dug one out from a park one time, and it was at the wrong time of the year, and I planted it in a really cold area on Salt Spring Island. Wasn't here, and I put burlap on the trunks, which is absolutely kind of useless. But the palm is okay. One actually died from the transplanting. I ripped it out with my truck, and then the other one is still growing. That was a decade ago. But anyway, Logan, there's no protection for our palm trees here. They're all on their own. I could probably grow Sable miner. Yeah, you could, and needle palm too. And there are people that wrap them, Wesley. I kid you not. I've seen it on south of Vancouver, and it doesn't do anything for them, really. Palms USA. Cincinnati is a lot warmer than me. A few miles north. Notice driving through, you say. Yeah, you get to know your climate zone really well. Wesley, I swear people here would wrap flipper if they could. Yeah, and they don't need to, but they think it needs it, right? Go look at Tony Cerbone's garden in Dallas. You see the stuff he grows there. He posted a picture with snow on his palms the other day, and I've seen his palms with ice on it. He doesn't protect anything. It all looks awesome. His Washingtonia flipper is 20 feet tall, maybe 30. I'm not allowed these Andrews, Kathy Griffith. I'm just reading these things here. Similar climate to yours. What about mega leg? And was there a mega leg in my video? Oh, really? I didn't see it. I actually didn't see it. Nothing actually, for me, the live stream seems to be pretty smooth tonight. It snowed in Dallas 2 days ago. Yeah, I know. It was very, very little bit. We had 4.25 inches. It was on the 20th or 21st of December, and it was gone. A few days was all gone. Tony does incredible work. He used to post all the time, palm and subtropical forum, and now he's on my forum, people who love palm trees and exotic plants. And Tony's a great guy. He's always posting great pictures. Today he posted a bunch of stuff on Hawaii because I know Tony and his partner love Hawaii, and he's always smiling. He's just a happy dude. I'd love to visit that guy's garden. My question is, who is exactly palm tree dude? No long-term, but somewhat colder. No long-term unprotected. I think, well, honestly, the only place Trachycarpus palms can grow unprotected is the Pacific coast of Canada. But there are people in other parts of Canada that do grow Trachycarpus. You just have to protect them. Since they will be almost green in mid-April by noon, just interesting. Coldest temperature at my house so far winter. That's not very cold. That's zone 8. I think that's like zone 8A, isn't it? That's zone 8A. I'm going to hit the hay. Okay, Palms USA. Have a great night. Thanks for coming in there. And hopefully YouTube will stick around for a while. I'm going to back out of here too. Yeah, Tony's an awesome guy and very knowledgeable. He's a really knowledgeable guy. I just like him. He gives off good energy, that dude. He's always got a big smile on his face. You can tell he just loves his plants. And he does have an awesome palm garden, man. He really does have an amazing palm garden, Tony. I'd love to really visit that garden. I've visited some really cool Palm Society members' gardens over the years, but that one I haven't visited yet. And I've been to Fort Worth, Dallas, but only at the airport. You know, it's probably close to his area, but I never did meet Tony. All right, guys. Yeah, I should back on out of here too. It's getting kind of late. And Mac Attack and Palms and James and Palm Tree Dude, Palms USA and Sam I Am and Logan and Sandor and everybody else in there that I've missed. Jane, if you're still in there. You got to remember where Jane is in Hawaii. It's like 2 hours behind us. Danny Lane, right. -9 was the coldest. Nothing. That's not cold, man. -9 is not bad. Danny Lane, Sam, I told someone. Small areas, USD zone area, Lake Erie, which is generally. I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the climatic zone in Lake Erie, but somebody claims that there's a zone 8B there, and there's palm trees and stuff growing on an island. That I want to see. I didn't see any in his video. It's been a weird winter here and lots of cool days. Dallas, 25 isn't that bad, and it can be 25 in Dallas and 50 degrees in the next day. Yeah, Danny Lake areas, microclimates. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there probably is some 70 microclimates. Lag from the last stream of this channel. Yes. Thanks, Logan. All right. See you guys later. And take care. And Duck Killer Clyde is out. See ya. Over and out. Duck Killer Clyde, do not drop your computer anymore. You could damage that. Maybe I'll have to start. If I had a lot of money, I'd give away free computers too, but I don't. I don't have enough money to give away laptops to you guys, but I'd be cool if I was this mega millionaire, this multi-millionaire, and I'm doing these live streams. I could give you guys the most ultimate prizes. Wouldn't that be fun? So, I mean, I know Duck Killer Clyde's going to need a new laptop soon because he just dropped his, or is it an iPad? Anyway, you guys take care, Wesley and Duck Killer Clyde and everybody else in there. Thanks. And Sam with all the cool palm tree emojis. And yeah, Wesley, good to see you in there too. Take care, all of you. And I will see you next live stream. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do a Zoom. I mean, I'm talking about it. I haven't set a date, Logan, but when I do, I will let you know. Stream on Gulf. Yeah, tomorrow, Sam, I'll be on Gulf Island Rock. I'll be on Wendy's channel at 6 p.m. Pacific time. It could be we'll say between 5:30 and 6 p.m. Pacific time zone. I will be on Wendy's Gulf Island Rock. So Gulf is one word and Island Rock is the next word. And tomorrow I will be on Wendy's. Piece of me, love the emojis. Sam, love the emojis. Logan, the mathematician and brilliant kid. Check it out. My other channel, yes, yours is Fishaholic. And my other one's Jungle Joe C. So, Wesley, I will see you if you're around. And Deuces, nice palm tree emoji. Like it. And your name's in the draw now twice, Logan. Logan, you're in there. Moderator. All right. You guys have a great night. Sandor, it's getting late where you are, buddy. You are 11:10 p.m. It's 8:10 p.m. Pacific time here in the Southern Gulf Islands. I hear the rain. It is definitely raining out there. All right, guys. Take care and stay safe. And we will see you on the next live stream, but it's going to be a smaller picture because it's going to be an iPhone, right? I think that's the way it works, doesn't it? Is that the way it works for you guys when I'm on an iPhone? Does the picture look different for you or is it the same? I'm not a techie. I don't know. Logan is there 3 times. He donated. He did. He's in there 3 times. Yeah, Logan, you're in there 3 times. Sorry, not 2. So I put your name in twice after that. Okay, well, we're going to see. You guys can tell me when I'm on streaming on Wendy's tomorrow. Yes, Logan, 3 times, buddy. All right. See you guys later. Stay safe. iPhone's clear for you? Okay, cool. I'm going to say aloha. And thank all of you for joining in the stream. You guys are all awesome, and I really enjoy the palm talk. And I'll shoot some palm book videos tomorrow, so you can see some of my palm. I have more palm books in the basement, I think, too. So, or at least more plant books. All right, take care. And it's been a slice. Triple chances. Yes, triple chances. Logan might be the name getting pulled out of that hat, out of the bucket. All right, take care. Cheers to you all. I'm going to end the stream now. Have a great night, everybody. Bye now.